All right. How are we doing, people? Good to see everybody. Welcome, welcome. Glad everybody's here. Thank you for showing up on this Friday night. Sorry we missed last week. Camera is sort of out of focus. Come on, camera. Come on. You were doing good just a second ago. Anyway. Camera is sort of out of focus. Again, I did not mute YouTube. There we go. All right. One of these weeks we're going to get it right for sure. Let me go ahead, since we're just doing pub style, let me go ahead and do this first. Get this link on the YouTubes here so you guys can hop in and hang out. There we go. Enter that there and pin it. And let me get through some chat real quick. Appreciate all you guys showing up right at the start there. That's always great. And had some early folks in here. So Big Head Bourbon, first one in tonight. Appreciate you. Cheers, buddy. Actually, let me pour something so I can properly cheers you with. Gonna pour our budget bourbon bottle of the month, the OGD Bonded. Yeah, start out a little light because I'm gonna be doing a cast strength blind flight here in just a second. We'll get into that here shortly. I don't know. I feel like the camera's out of focus. Maybe I'm too far away. Maybe that's what it is. Anyway, so cheers, Big Head Bourbon. First sip of the night. That is good. And there's me saying smash the like. So if you could do that, that's great. Appreciate that. Eric the Barbarian, what's up, my dude? Like that smash button for sure. Cheers to you as well. And Mr. Great Shot. Cheers to you, buddy. Oh, and there he is. There's the man himself. Cheers, Mark. Good to see you, man.
Hey, man. How you doing tonight?
I am doing good. See, we got a cigar there.
Yes, sir. Cheers, sir.
Cheers.
Maybe not the right appropriate pour for a cigar, but that's all right.
What are you sipping on there?
A green spot.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Start out with a little Irish. That's always a good call.
Well, that's not the first one I've had, but you know.
Okay. Gotcha.
That's the first one I had when I lit the cigar. And I'm like, because I poured that before I lit the cigar, then I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't think that through very well, but that's all right.
Yeah. Gordon Murphy. Man, this is first drink of the night, I swear. Gordon Murphy. Cheers, brother. Good to see you. And Alex Brouillet, cheers, buddy. Hey, sure, Kitty back. Welcome, buddy. Glad to see you back in chat. I know I've seen you a couple times since you had your little situation there, but glad to see you back on the Whiskey Tube. We missed you. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully recovery is going smoothly and all that stuff. Cheers, buddy. Bobby, Bad Axe, what are you doing? Cheers, man. Cheers to you.
Hey, he's probably hacking stuff up.
Probably. Gonna need a new table soon. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
How's it going, y'all?
Been in a few spots.
Doing good, Woods. Doing good. Good to see you. And Katie Turk. Cheers to both you guys. I'm going to go through this first pour pretty quickly here because I just need it. It's Friday and it's been a long week. AZ, how we doing? Good to see you. Let's see here. Anybody else? Hey, Scott there. How we doing, man? Good to see you as well. Cheers to you, buddy. And Doug H. And then I think I've cheers to everyone. Yeah. So, Mark, you're sipping on some Green Spot. I'm sipping on some old Granddad Bonded.
Yeah.
Me and Mark were talking earlier. He's going to hand deliver me some Texas some whiskey here soon. Can't wait for that. And we're going international. We got Alex in the house. What's up, buddy?
Hey.
Good to see you.
This is loose.
How you guys doing? Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah, you sound good, man. Although, Mark, I don't know what happened. Like just recently, now your audio, you sound far away. You were good when you first came in, but now it's. Am I the only one hearing that, or does it sound the same to you, Alex?
Excuse me, is that better?
Yes. There we go. Okay. Now much better.
These headphones be a little funky occasionally.
Gotcha. So what's up, Alex? What are you sipping on anything yet?
Not yet. I'm gonna figure that one out. I figure I come on here first and decide on what I'm gonna do. Maybe some Old Forester 1920.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, sounds
Good
good.
tasty pour right there.
Peter White, cheers. Cheers to you as well, man. Good to see you.
That's a good bottle. I like it.
Oh yeah. Always good. Yeah.
Definitely one to keep on the bar at all times.
Yeah.
Now, Alex, thoughts. Did you notice a difference going from the old bottling to the new?
I don't think I had the old bottling.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I've got the single barrel, but I never had an old bottle of 1920.
Yeah. I think I was talking with Steven the other night about it. And it feels like the new bottling is potentially younger stuff than it used to be. You know, not so many of the darker notes that we used to get, but still good. Still a very good bottle for sure.
It is interesting that topic comes up. Like it's the same topic as turkey, right? 101. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I haven't been in long enough to have old bottles yet.
Well, I've had old bottles of it, but I drank them back when they were young.
Right.
When you were young?
Yeah, when I was a little back, maybe 20 years, 30 years younger than now. Yeah, I was drinking those bottles of Wild Turkey, and it was okay, but I don't have the appreciation of it that I do now. Now if I look back and tried that same bottle with because now I'm sipping it out of a Glencairn most of the time, my appreciation is a lot more so than it used to be.
For sure.
So
that's such an oak, has such oak to it. That's what I like.
Yeah, Mark, I've went through many bottles of 101 before I ever drank them in a way where I appreciated it.
Most of the time when I was drinking 101, it was with 7-Up in a mason jar.
Oh, yeah.
Well, are we used to just kind of do straight from the bottle, just kind of chugging and passing it around the group kind of thing, while we were
passing
playing
around the
cards
campfire.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Party's not over till one person falls in the fire.
That's it. Yeah.
At least one.
Then
If
you
you
laugh.
get two, then we might cut them off. But
Then you laugh at him for a good 10 seconds and like, we should probably pull him out.
His pants are on fire now.
roll him around. He'll be all right.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
What's up, Slapshot? Good to see you, man. Cheers, buddy. And I'm already out of whiskey, so I'm gonna have to pour something else here.
Cheers, Slapshot. Who's it? Hanging AZ and who did I miss? Scott. Cheers, y'all.
Scott is here. Peter, I panic when I have only two 1920s. Gotcha. I have both the old and new. They remain the same for me. Okay. Baker's 46, on the other hand, I am stocking up on because the old bottles of 46 far better than the new bottles to me, at least, and I guess Peter agrees.
I wonder what the old bottle is. Let me see.
So the old bottle of 46 is the sexy bottle, and the new one is the square.
Oh, the short with the long.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the 101.
I got the old ones then. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one you want. Yeah, to me, the new 46 has kind of a bitter finish. It's kind of a weird, oaky, bitter finish. That's not great.
Mm.
It's a little youthy, like youthy oak.
Yeah.
Not the best. See, Fifth Quartelier saying Friday is becoming a bit more crowded. I'll be going live at 11. Oh, okay. Well, I guess you and Ben are both going live at 11. So you folks work it out. And here's Eric. What's up, buddy? Good to see you.
What's going on, guys? Good to see you.
Cheers, Eric.
Shut off and get something else.
Cheers, sir.
What was that? Was that an old Eddie Murphy reference? What were we? I don't know.
Eddie Murphy.
Not me.
I don't know. Eddie Murphy was good, boy. I liked him.
Yeah.
Sam Kinison.
Sam Kinison. Holy.
Kinison, like one of my favorite bits from him is on Starvation. Move where the food is.
Exactly. Why do we keep sending you food? Move where the food is. Move where you can grow something. Come on.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Freaking desert.
It's just desert out here. Sand.
Oh, man. Yeah, and Carlin too. I mean, him back in the day. Oh my God, that guy.
Well,
So intelligent of a comedian, you know.
yeah, and you had your Andrew Dice Clays of the world.
Well, yeah, you had to have that to kind of counteract, Carlin
Yeah.
sort of a thing, because
Yeah.
everybody intelligent,
Yeah, for sure. So what's up, Eric? You're quieter than normal.
Oh,
We
Bill
gotta,
Hicks,
we gotta get some whiskey in you, man.
Yeah, I got to get some whiskey. I just got off work like half an hour ago, and I'm whooped.
I got you.
Dang, Eric working late tonight then.
On a Friday.
Yeah, he's supposed to be off early on a Friday.
That's what I said.
Apparently not strong enough.
Right?
Say it with more authority next time.
There you go.
So
So Eric, I almost bought the Knob Creek 18 today. I went back and forth on it all day. Like, I know where it is. I could buy it any time. It's $189.99. I don't know. I just
dang.
That's
$190.
That's not a horrible price though.
$10.
Well,
$10 per year is what pretty much everybody accepts.
Yeah,
it's like what, 30 over MSRP or something like that.
Yeah, I'm just
not exorbitant, but still.
I'm not thrilled about the proof point. That's what, like, if it were 120, I would have no reservations.
No, and I get you. I do get you, but I mean, it's good at 100. I'm not real happy they did it at 100 either, but I understand that for them it was about dollars and not about about a greater product, which kind of sucks.
It does.
They must have put out quite a few of those bottles if people are starting to pop up and see them on a shelf.
Yeah, I mean at least at the store it's at around here, it's just sitting. It's been there almost a month. And
wow.
Yeah.
I almost want to talk to you, Sean, and
gotcha. Well, I mean, I could probably get you some. We could sneak some across the border.
There you go.
We'll hand deliver it. You can hand deliver it to South Carolina when I'm there.
Hand
perfect.
deliver it.
Oh, we got Jim in chat. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, exactly. Get your kids, get your shit, make one trip. We'll take you where the food is. Exactly. Fancies, what's up, ladies? How we doing? Cheers to you.
Fancies.
Fancies.
Let me get some stuff poured here so we can so I can cheers people.
Oh, cool running. Cheers, cool running.
I don't reckon y'all can hear that through the headphones.
Oh, T-Rob. Cheers.
So I found a bottle today that I was told by everybody is going to be gone soon. The Bell Mead.
1083.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I got some of that. It's good stuff.
It's good. Everybody says like the cast strength one was a little bit better. Why?
Well, I wasn't around for that one.
Yeah.
No. I think it was like the cast strength was like 113 though. I think.
And now you got to buy
what I've got.
You got to buy the Green Brier if you want the new and improved version of the Bell Mead.
Right.
That's what I need with this cigar right now, I think.
So Jim's saying he will be on.
Well, they had a honey barrel, right? They have a honey barrel.
Yes, which is impossible to find, but yes.
Honey mead? Honey bear. No, honey mead. Maybe.
No, I think it's just finished in honey barrels.
Finished in honey barrels.
Yeah. But I mean, Joe has it, but I don't know anybody else that has it.
It's fun how Joe has like some kind of 2000 something Brooker's rye.
Yes.
In one of his reviews, he just said
he does have that. The Friday is action packed. Let me catch up on this. Poured some Wild Turkey 101. Oh, well, okay, there we go. My chat was not scrolling. Cheers, guys. Hope y'all are having a great night this evening. We are, Tim. Feel free to
Rob
if you got time later. Buddha's 829 here in New Jersey. My local Joe Canal store has no $3.99.
No way.
Oh
no, that's not even.
No.
Yeah. And here I'm debating it at $189.99. Yeah, definitely no on the $3.99.
Yeah.
There's no Jim Beam product that I would spend 100 plus on, but that's just see, that's the thing is I'm not the biggest Jim Beam fan. Me and Jack had this conversation earlier because Jack's a big Jim Beam guy, loves the Bookers and stuff. And I mean, I like them. It's just they're never my favorite. So it kind of
Here's my problem, and I don't know if whoever said that is this person, but I've heard that said by people who will spend $50 on Weller Special Reserve and $69 on Buffalo Trace, and they'll spend all this money on all these super bland sub 90 proof
True
bourbons that don't taste like anything, and try to tell me that it's the best bourbon they've ever had. Eagle Rare is basic. It's a basic bourbon.
Yes.
I see people running and grabbing cases of that when they see it. I'm like, what are you doing, man?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I see it all the time on Facebook. People are posting pictures of their cases of Eagle Rare. Like, okay, good for you, buddy.
I would drink a 9-year-old 120 plus Knob Creek, or a 12-year or a 15-year all day long before I'd ever let I'd drink an Eagle Rare. If I had to choose between the Eagle Rare would sit there, I'd probably give it away to somebody.
See, that's the same as like you see those same people buying cases of Buffalo Trace.
Yeah.
Buffalo Trace is $23 a bottle here.
It's
about the same price as Weller Special Reserve. It's like
God, and they're
$21, $23, something like that.
Like in Elijah Craig, barrel proofs are not. Some of them are not. No, is it barrel proofs?
ECBPs are good.
They're
right back. I
good
got to get
price.
a bottle real quick.
Yeah, I mean, you can get ECBP still $60, $70,
$70,
maybe 80 if the stores mark them up a little bit, and they're worth every bit of that.
Yeah.
Booker's now SRP is like 100.
Yeah,
which I don't get.
That's a little steep. That's a little steep.
Yeah. Also, cheers, cool running. Good to see you, man. Let's see here. Make sure you have the bell clicked on all these great channels. Yeah, exactly. Appreciate that, Scott. Yeah, hit that notification bell. It's always good. Did Jim just make a short joke about himself? he may have. I don't know. Let's see here. You can spend $100 on Beam and get 4 or 5 good bottles. Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about basic things that say Jim Beam on them, yes, you could do.
Yeah,
that
I'll get down these days.
Yes, yeah, I'm in the same spot there, Woods. Yeah, like I got the one I got this year. I found at Walmart for $69.99, which I don't know if they marked it wrong or whatever, but I was like, yeah, I'll take that.
We get retail up here for I think they're around $78 Canadian, but we don't get all of them. Like I mean,
hang on a second. There we go. Oops.
Yeah, you sound good, Mark.
Sadly,
you broke up the bell meet. So real quick, what I'm doing tonight, since I got this, because this is MGP, this is MGP, this is MGP, their brand, and then
pretty much everything is nowadays.
And then this is MGP and some other stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, which of these I like best. I have a feeling it's going to be the Stellum, because it has other stuff in it besides MGP. But well, we'll see. I think it's probably the best of the bunch, and they're all basically $60-$65.
I still say that's the regular Stellum Blue, right?
Yeah.
I take 50% Stellum bourbon, mix it with 50% Stellum rye. I shake it up real good, and then I put it on a shelf, and I wait for 14 days. On the 15th day, you all can thank me, because that's one of the best boo ryes you're ever going to drink.
Well, that's primarily because that rye is ridiculous good. Yeah. That I've went through that rye too quickly. Yeah, I really, really love that rye. I usually only buy Eagle Rare for $30 to $35 if I see one. Yeah, that's decent.
Yeah, I still wouldn't drink it.
Yeah, I got two. I got two that just sit there.
Yeah,
they're doing great collecting dust.
No, it's great, and there's an ass for every seat, but I just
there you go. Everybody's palate's different, so
right. But
actually, even some stuff that I really like today, next week I'm like, no, I don't want none of that right now. We'll go something else. So I think everybody's like that to a degree.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know Woods is going to love to hear this. But I'm kind of losing my love for Budget Brown Foreman. That used to be my kind of my go-to. Not as much here lately. Yeah, it's not really doing it for me. leaning more towards. I used to go kind of just back and forth, but more towards the turkey profile, or in Texas stuff. Drinking a lot more Texas bourbon these days.
I've been bringing back a lot of that the Texas, like the Balcones single malt, the Lineage, even Rumble. I don't know if you've heard of that one.
Yeah.
That's I think it's Texas Wildflower Honey.
Yes.
Turbinado Sugar and Mission Fig.
It's so good.
It's a whiskey. It's not a bourbon or anything like that, but the flavors on it is actually really tasty. You would think, oh, it's going to be a sweet bomb. It's going to be horrible. It wasn't. It was really good. And it holds up to the ice real well, too.
Who lives near an airport?
Me.
Okay.
Austin Bergman Airport's over my right shoulder.
I can hear a plane coming in for a landing.
Oh, that one just took off, actually.
Oh, did it?
Yep. Wind comes from my face this way toward the airport. The airport is just, seriously, it's right over my right shoulder, about maybe 3 miles away, 5 maybe at the most. I mean, as a crow flies, it's 3 to 5 miles from me. So they fly right over my house.
So, since you're drinking along with me, Mark,
yes,
my tasting notes on the Bellmead Reserve is it tastes like MGP at 108 proof. Yeah, that's
there you go. Pretty much. I got the exact same notes, but mine has a hint of cigar with it.
There you go. Yeah.
So
those are some high-end notes. I mean,
no, I mean,
it's pretty good. You know,
Yeah.
you get it's your normal Kentucky bourbon, with the vanilla and the caramel and
It's
a little
not.
bit of pepper and
It's
all
your
that
normal
kind of stuff.
Indiana bourbon. It's not your
Yeah.
normal.
Well,
Kentucky
yeah,
bourbon.
oh,
it's your normal MGP
Right.
high rye.
well, as soon as they load, Friday at Fred's is going to be joining us.
Friday at Fred's.
What's it
What's up,
called?
fellas?
Louisiana
Hopefully you guys
boys.
can hear us. Cheers to you guys.
Oh,
There we go.
real guys. Cheers, boys. Nice shirt.
Yeah.
You're frozen.
Moose.
What's up, cuz? How your ma and them?
You guys are on dial-up tonight. What's going on?
Hey,
Mhm.
I don't know if you guys can hear us, but we can hear you sort of.
spottily.
It
Kinda,
sounds
sorta.
like it sounds like you guys got YouTube running still, though. I can't really tell, but
It sounds like y'all in It sounds like y'all in someplace where there's an Acadian internet connection that ain't running real well. That's
Little
what it
sideways.
sounds like. Sound like Cajun internet. Get every third or fourth syllable.
Yeah, it looked like we got crappy in it.
Yeah,
that's
not-
okay.
We tried our camera that we got, so it's not working.
This weekend
It
now.
ain't working. Sorry, boys.
There we go. Hey,
Sorry, guys.
actually, it's
You're good now. You're good now.
clear-
Don't
you're
touch
clearing
it.
up now. Yeah.
Don't
No,
touch it. Don't touch it.
Yeah. It's that you're getting,
You're good.
getting better.
Well,
It's getting more better.
It's getting more better.
hopefully that shirt's not causing signal breakage and stuff like that.
The moose shirt. Yeah, that's what's doing it.
It's that
That's
moose
awesome.
shirt.
That's awesome seeing those.
I got a new shirt and bought it for my birthday, and then somebody was asking me, "So you like what was it, the Crown of something about thorns or something?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones." There you go. And I'm like, I don't know nothing about it. Never seen an episode at all. Why? And he's like, your shirt. I'm like,
That's your shirt.
okay,
If you say
You
so,
know.
buddy.
I drink
Alright,
whiskey
Dan.
and I know things.
yep. Apparently, the guy on Game of Thrones said his thing was, I drink wine and I know things.
No, it's just I drink and I know things.
Oh, okay.
He would drink
I'm like-
whatever was available. He wouldn't narrow
Oh.
it down to one particular substance. If it was alcoholic, he'd drink it and he knew things.
I got you.
Peter White, are you saying that Old Forester Rye is that not available where you are? I guess that's unfortunate. So
I have never seen a bottle of Old Forester Rye in the wild. Not ever, ever, ever.
really,
I can get every other iteration of Old Forester Gump.
Old Forester Gump.
Man,
Well, that is bad.
you got
That is bad to hear.
1862, you got the 1910, you got the
10,
1920. Let's see what else we got
Does the
here.
tasting notes to that like a box of chocolate?
Uh-huh.
Actually,
course it
kind
is.
of. There is
With little
some
cherries
chocolate.
thrown in
Yeah.
there on the side.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of chocolate notes on that, right?
Yep.
So Fred and Doug, I'm hoping you guys are going to bring some cigars to Shane, so I don't have to travel with cigars.
Oh, are you going to the South Carolina meetup, Alex?
The Schlammering.
Oh, no.
And Shane invited me as well. I'm going to have to find a way to make that work.
Yeah, no, I'm staying at his house, so it's easier for me to make that work instead of paying for like a week's worth of. I'm not going to go down there for like 2 days. I'll go down there for a week, and then
There you go.
The Schlammering.
and then survive 2 days and regret every moment of the drinking that I did on a Sunday.
No.
Just remember,
There you go.
hydration is key. Get you some liquid IV and take that with you.
Cheers.
Well, Shane, I think, ordered like a case of it for all of us.
There you go.
What's up, Scott? How we doing, man?
That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
good stuff. But you got to remember to
like me.
drink it.
Yeah.
Scott, what's up, brother?
Also, cheers,
Wow.
Sean Wells. Good to see you, man.
Yeah,
Your
it's
mic
a,
on?
it's a
No,
busy
your
night on
mic's not.
YouTube. I'm gonna tell you what.
There we go.
What now?
I said it's a busy night on YouTube. Everybody's going live.
Oh yeah. So I've heard.
Yeah.
I just start seeing thumbnails, and all of a sudden, right after another, I'm like, oh.
Whatever.
So I will say now that I've run through. Well, actually, I haven't drank the Stellum yet. Of just the basic bitch MGP stuff, the Bellmead's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Nulu is the worst, and it's a pick. So I don't know if it's a bad pick or what. It's also only like 4.5 years old. So
Yeah, I think mine
Yeah,
is
mostly.
5 years. It's a pick from where Trish got it for me.
okay.
Can't remember where she's from.
I like Nulu. I really like the Nulu toasted.
Yeah, I think it's okay for what it is.
I like the taste of it better than the nose.
Yeah, the nose is not great. It kind of smells like ladies' perfume.
Yeah, it's like, to
dang.
me, it smells like young Canadian whiskey in my eyes. It's like grassy or something along those lines, but
Oh, it's young.
it
that's
tastes
still-
good. I like
So,
I mean,
there-
it's
yeah,
not
there's so many
amazing,
different
but
like expressions
it's good.
though of Nulu.
Yeah.
I have
mean,
not seen it at all down here.
Well, they do it at every state, I think. Pick
Have-
well, not
they've
every
got-
Probably
state,
down
but
here, but
They
I
carry
just
them
haven't
at
seen it.
they carry them at Specs in El Paso, so you probably should have some too.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't go to Specs very often. You know, I go to like
Like
Total
that.
Wine and some local mom and pop shops, and there's a place up toward Round Rock that I go to. It's kind of I don't know if some of the whiskey tubers know about it.
I like
It's
my
a good-
spec. I like
Damn.
Specs better than Total Wine in El Paso. I'm not a
Shots
Total
good.
Wine fan at all.
I just got a couple of decent finds at the Twin Liquors too, down here.
You know,
Unfortunately,
You know,
we don't
they have stuff like
specs,
the Balcones, what is it, the Tres Hombres, the ZZ Top blend
Yeah.
from Balcones. They have that one, and other stuff. They have some decent amount of Scotch that nobody knows around about here. For some
Specs
reason.
Specs doesn't require you to buy a certain amount before they give you some kind of discount. I joined Specs. I'm a veteran, so I get a veteran's discount. I get my Specs discount, and it happens every time, anytime. I don't have to worry about anything. I don't have to add.
Nice.
There doesn't have to be any addition of points or nothing. I just get it.
There
Nice.
you go.
Just want to say that
You know-
Nulu is kind of off-putting on the palate.
Hmm. There you
Is
go.
it
Hold
just
on like this,
is
and
it
then
just
you
bourbon? What
throw
do
your
you
hand back
drink
over your
inside?
shoulder.
Yeah,
Real
it's
easy.
just their cast strength bourbon, but it's not great.
New
It's a little chemically, honestly.
Yeah.
Well,
And it's a pick, so I don't know if it's just
Yeah.
somebody had a weird palate that day, or I don't know. It's
I mean,
not what I would have picked.
you just came off of Bellmead too, though. I mean,
Well, actually, I just came off the Stella and went back to the
Oh,
Nulu
yeah.
and wanted to see if it was still as bad. But actually, it's worse. It's actually worse coming off the Stella than it was coming off the Bellmead. So
oh yeah.
Hey, it happens.
it's 4 to 6 year MGP.
Yeah.
Gonna have
Well, I mean, so since this is a pick, it is 4 years and 2 months.
Yeah. So it's young. I mean,
yeah, it is very. And I have a 5-year pick as well, and it's not marginally better, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Like I have a newly toasted that's pretty good. I have some.
Scott, did you have the Bellmead, the regular cast strength one that before they went to 108?
I did not. No, I did not get that one.
For some reason, I thought you had a case of it.
No, that was of the Reserve.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's going live right now. Okay, cool. Those notifications because I hit that bell, right?
That's right. Thank you, Scott, for clicking the notification bell. We appreciate that.
Yeah, never seen again. According to Blake Benson, I'm gonna go down to the real world and then go to the, what did he call it? Like the apartment above the garage, going back home or something. Freaking thing. I can't remember what he calls it.
Oh, okay.
He calls like Canada, like
otherwise known as the dungeon.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go to the real world in America, supposedly.
Yeah. What Ethan Turk said, Nulu is way too expensive to not be solid. That's kind of my issue. Is that all these are the same price point, and the Nulu is significantly worse than everything else.
I've had some solid picks of theirs, but they just could have been choice barrels. I don't know.
Yeah, could be some of the older stuff they're buying from MGP, possibly,
or somebody with a decent palate actually picked it.
Right.
Well, so that's the thing. So me and Steven were talking about this Wednesday. Because I assume same dude picked this freaking Balcones, and it's amazing.
I'm not sure who's picking the Balcones. I know that what's her name? Ella. Shoot, I forgot her name.
Emma.
She was working for the Crowded Barrel. Emma. There you go.
Emma.
She was working for Crowded Barrel for years, and then they actually drew her away from Crowded Barrel to come to them to help them with their blends and that kind of stuff. And she's got a hell of a good palate on her, for sure.
Well, I mean,
she's not Nancy Fraley by any means, but she ain't that far behind.
Maybe she'll make Balcones drinkable.
What do you mean drinkable? Scott, if I gotta send you some samples, make you take it back, that's just wrong now.
I have not met a Balcones that I like. So
have you had the single malt?
I don't do single malts. I'm not a malty guy.
Scott, you gotta try it. It's not like other.
All right.
It's not. It's nothing like a Scotch, or it's nothing like that at all.
I'll send you a sample of the single malt, and then the single malt cast strength,
It's
and
so
then
good.
Let's see what else. Something else. I need to send you something else. I'll think about it.
All right. Fifth Quarter
I'll hook you up
and
let you try it out.
You can send me all the samples you want.
Okay. Fifth Quarter Tailgate, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'll hook you up.
All right.
Because like I said, I live down here in Austin. I'm going to send Sean some stuff from Still Austin. I'm going to go over there to get some of those Nancy Fraley picks.
Still Austin cast strength. I can get down with some Still Austin cast strength.
That's good
stuff.
Hell
yeah.
No, the rest of Texas.
For a young company, they are doing wonderful. They really
you
are.
guys talk about the artist, the new one?
Yeah. They've had the artist for a while. I've had that.
They just released a new one, though.
Yeah, they've released a new Nancy Fraley pick.
Yeah.
A pick.
Where she went in there and did the blend on that, and man, that woman has Nancy the nose. She's got the palate on her for sure.
I'm gonna dive off for a minute, guys. I'm gonna go take a shower real quick.
Hi, Eric.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wash that stinky ass.
I'll pour some of this stuff here.
And we got Jim waiting in the background. What's up, Jim?
I'll tell you. I did get a huge box of Texas whiskeys from Sierra.
Oh yeah,
CRN.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And
she sent you some Andalusia.
Yeah.
Wait, so you didn't like any of them?
I'm not a big Texas guy. I
need to talk to Sierra then. Just actually, you know what, Scott? Just send the rest of your samples to me. I will take care of them for you.
They all got drank, buddy.
Oh, okay, all right.
They did get drank. I'm not like I gave them a fair shot.
Speaking of, how is Sierra? Like, I haven't seen her on recently.
Busy working.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Exactly, Ethan. Anything Fraley does.
She went to Kentucky and did that big trip, and I think she's got to pay for it. Right?
Yeah.
That's usually how.
I've seen her in the chat a couple times recently.
I've seen her chats, but Yeah.
Jim just rolling
Yeah,
down
yeah,
the
sure.
road
Giddy
with
ha ha.
a big rig.
No,
Yep.
he's just he's in the back sorting packages. No, well, he's not in the big
Right.
rig anymore.
Yeah, I forgot.
Not
that,
this Sunday.
Master Journey did a Nulu pick. That's right. Yeah.
So,
Heard good
Wow.
things about it. Look,
well, Sean, I'm making the rounds. You know, since everybody's going live today,
Apparently.
I just figured I would pop in and say hello.
Well,
You're
I
muted there,
appreciate that.
Brett.
What are we sipping on, Scott? Are we gonna have a pour together before you head
You know,
out?
I have not poured anything tonight.
No.
I've been so busy and thinking about my own stream too. That's going to be later, but
Testing.
Okay.
I have so maybe staying a little sober until that point because I got a little drunk last
All
night.
right, then.
Gotcha. Yeah, I saw some of that. I didn't stay up all night, but
Well,
you guys were having a good time though.
We did. We had some beverages.
And cheers to Dan again, making another year in this crazy world. Dan, if you're
There you
out
go.
there,
Yeah.
love you, buddy.
I actually won a bottle in that stream,
There you go.
So did you?
surprisingly.
Would you
Oh,
win?
that's right. Yeah, I saw
Would you win?
that.
I think it was one that
The
from
Wisconsin
around
thing.
him. Yeah.
Oh, the Wisconsin week pick?
Yeah.
I think it was either that or the one that he had picked.
Yeah, that was the Wisconsin
That's
week.
one.
Yeah.
Who won
I'm
the
not real
Remus?
sure.
Mm.
No, it wasn't me. I didn't win Remus. Was it 5?
Yeah,
Never tried that
The new
one.
the new
I
one.
saw a bottle and then it disappeared the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of Dan's regular viewers won the Remus, and
Yeah.
exactly, Ethan. Anything Fraley does, just money. It's always good.
Yeah.
Speaking
and,
of,
you know, she's also in
guys,
chat like
got
all
to
the
my
time.
let's see, left. Got to my left right
Yeah,
here.
that's-
Me giving me some Still Lost and Nancy Fraley picks. Can't wait for those. I'm super excited about those. Can't wait.
I can't
That's
wait
awesome
for
to
you to
see her
change
in
my
chat.
mind. I cannot wait for you to change my mind about Texas whiskey.
All right, Jen. I will hook
Okay,
you up.
so
We'll change
okay, so
your mind.
question, Scott.
I'm not sending you any Garrison Brothers, though, because that's not going to change your mind at all. Unless you like an oak bomb.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
like
but-
oak, if you like gnawing on a chunk of wood, then I'll send you
No.
some of that. But other than that, no, you won't like it.
Especially
When you put
their
the
small
bag
batch.
chicken.
Their small batch is just not good. It's
Mm.
it's off-putting.
I had like 2 or 3 bottles, maybe about 3 or 4 years ago
Are you-
of their
Okay,
stuff.
have a
It
good
was
one.
still fairly
Are
young.
you heading
And
out, Scott? Okay.
I do have to head out. I'm sorry.
Cheers,
All right,
cheers,
Dan.
buddy.
Take
See
care,
you.
Scott. See you, man.
Peace, love, and bourbon.
That's it.
Hey.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, right there.
Jim,
Fred.
actually, what are you sipping on, Jim? Didn't get to ask you. We were chatting.
Was Shane hanging out down there too?
No, but they didn't turn the camera
that
off. They
was-
just put the phone down.
So
His laptop down.
I'm sipping
Friday
on a
Fringe.
weird bottle. Oh god, that's weird. Why did I think Sean sounded like Shane? I need to clean my ears.
The names are similar. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm sipping on a weird bottle. This is actually what I did my last live stream on.
Oh yeah.
Spencer's. Here, let me slow you there for a second.
American
This is
whiskey.
from Berkshire Mountain Distilling, and what this is they did a big project with a bunch of local
Interesting.
craft brewers where they sourced beer from them and they used that to make whiskey. And this was one of them.
Huh.
Unfortunately, this brewery, which was the only Trappist brewery in the United States, closed in May.
Oh,
but-
man.
Well,
But this is a funky whiskey. Like, it's all sorts of fruity. It's got to be the fruitiest non-Scotch whiskey I've ever had.
Huh.
I don't think Friday at
Ah.
Fred's is on. I think they turned the laptop down.
Yep.
Whoops.
it's okay. It's
You're
okay.
supposed to,
Swirl
you're
of
supposed
death.
to click stop cam, not close the laptop.
Oh, yep.
No, that's what they did. They just
They're actually
closed
gone.
it.
That's okay. Guys, if you're still listening in chat, thank you for trying to pop on. Appreciate you. Love you guys. Hope you're doing well. Cheers to you. All that good stuff. Hope you boys down in Louisiana are killing it there. So
Yeah. Well, I hope they sprayed with some yard guard. Otherwise, we're getting chewed up with skeeters.
To buy you
that's
a gear
for sure,
sometimes cut to the cable.
Oh, man.
Speeders.
Yeah, I'm
They
never
think
gonna do
around
that.
here, too.
I'm not
just
working
rolling
Sunday.
down the road in the big rig again. Honk
Yeah.
that horn for us, Jim.
Yeah, I don't have the sound effects. And I am not working Sunday. I'm happy about that.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
Whereas the flip side of that is I have to work Tuesday now, which is my usual day off. And and this is the harbinger of me going back to the schedule I was on the first 2 weeks, where I was working at my assigned post office. So yeah, come November, you guys aren't going to see too much of me between because the schedule and holiday madness. Bye. I'll come back and
there you go.
Especially you guys do that. You guys do Black Friday, yeah? So.
Oh God.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Oh.
I didn't even think about that. I'm just having to work tomorrow because Amazon just did that stupid friggin'
Our Black Friday's like when Walmart rolls back the price. That's about it. It's nothing.
Think about that. I'm just having to work tomorrow because Amazon just did that.
Oh, you got your YouTube running again there, guys.
You are right there, you little white thing.
Always weird hearing your own voice.
There we go.
Fading in and out.
Oh, we've had it before when he forgot to turn it off, and the backs are all turned to us. There you go.
There we go.
Amazon just did that stupid Amazon Day in October thing.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Y'all can hear me?
Well, yeah. You're
kind of, sort of.
But yeah.
Up here on my TV, but it's working on the computer. I don't want the camera that I bought up here to work. Do any of y'all know how to make that camera work?
Dang, newfangled technology.
I am
take
not
the 2 guys that are in there out of the room and find somebody else to do the camera.
Right. So Fred and Doug, if you guys go back and watch my early streams, you'll know that I know nothing about technology. So I'm the last person to ask.
If I was there, I could probably help, but hard to do much from over here.
Yeah, you could. I mean,
I tell you what, Doug, go 1-800-MARTY.
I got this thing up here.
Oh yeah, this is a good take for it.
You know, Mark is wearing the I drink whiskey and know stuff. I drink whiskey and know nothing. I just drink whiskey.
I will. So, Fred, I'll tell you one thing. If I explain it to you, you're not going to get it anyhow. Like, you have to make your camera not your default camera, not the computer camera. You know how to do that?
No.
I'm
using my
camera,
iPhone, but
you got to pick which camera to use. Just like you got to pick.
What is it? It designate which mic as well.
You can pick which mic. You can pick which camera you want to use. Like, because otherwise it'll go to your laptop's camera.
In the bayou, a gator sometimes cuts the cable.
Yeah, it happens.
You're right. But like I'm guessing. I'll look into that because this is I've been having this camera for 3 weeks and we've been trying to get on it with Marty, but he hadn't been on a Friday for the last 3 weeks. So I said, well, let me hop on and see if my camera works. Well, it doesn't work. So
no, it's working all right.
Give me something to try. And
you got to go into your
camera works,
control. You got to go into your computer settings. If you can hear me, you got to go into and then go into your your display, your sound. I think that's the one. Yeah, display and sound. And then you can find your. Is that in that one? No. Display.
Yeah.
Oh, speak for yourself, hanging AC.
And as Woods points out here, yeah, there was a time where I could not have more than one person on stream at a time, or else I would start sounding way worse than you guys sound right now. There was a stream where I was in the background of my own stream because I couldn't get on. Yeah, so we got T-Rob here. What's up, buddy?
Hey,
T-Rob.
How y'all doing?
Oh, SOS, a nice cut right there.
Here, 1 sec. You guys are on StreamYard right now. Go down to the bottom of settings in StreamYard, Fred, and click on the settings. It'll show your camera. Click and then through the drop down menu, camera.
Really.
T-Rob, I give up on that cut.
Well,
I let it grow out this way, and I'm letting it grow out this way too. I give up on it. I'm growing it back.
All right.
You want me to send you a link to like a YouTube thing?
Sean,
There's a
I'm gonna
YouTube
start off a
video
little
for
bougie
everything.
tonight. So
Oh, what do we got there?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Since we were talking about it, right? We got
yeah, I figured I'd join in.
Bougie.
Might as well.
Here,
Well,
I'll,
I've been pretty lucky with Eagle Rare. I won my first 2 bottles on
John,
different
I'll do
streams,
some NGP for you.
and then the last bottle I got in Georgia, it was $40. So
Oh
There you
yeah,
go.
yeah, can't be. Yeah, I don't even want to say what. So it was an anniversary gift. The wife got me Eagle Rare for an anniversary gift. What was it? 3 or 4 years ago now, and way overpaid for that. But she didn't know, and I love her because she was trying to do a good thing there. But it was more than retail. And then after that, it was I paid 40 and then 35, and it's good for what it is. I think it's one.
I usually try to find it in North Carolina. Yeah, I usually try to find it in North Carolina because it's controlled up there. It's $35. So.
Oh yeah,
There you go.
sure. Yeah. Dragland, what's up, buddy? Cheers to you.
I never see it around here. I did find a bottle out in Colorado for like 45, so I snatched up 2 of those.
There you go.
Because like I said, I never see it here in Austin.
Right.
So
yeah,
we got a
I wanted
local
to
guy
try
that
it.
gets it, but I don't shop with him too often because he jacks everything up. So
yeah, that's like,
yeah.
around here I can find a E.H. Taylor, but they jacked it up probably. Oh shoot, I think it's about maybe $20 over retail, over MSRP,
right,
basically.
he does. He most of the time
I never see it.
Yeah, if he knows you, you can get a small batch for 70, which is almost double.
Yeah.
And
I'm
he's got
paying,
variable
60.
pricing.
Yeah.
Nothing's on the shelf, and
you.
Cheers,
Yeah,
Turks.
I know you. Come
Hey.
on. I got a bottle for you, T-Brown. Come on, I got your bottle.
yeah,
You're going to be on the road this weekend in my neck of the woods.
How are we doing, Katie and Ethan?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Hey.
Good.
Holy
What are the hats we're rocking here? I'm trying to make out the.
Bardstown.
Yeah.
Oh,
there
Bardstown.
you go.
Very nice.
There you
Very
go.
nice. Yeah.
And mine's a little brewery out of Portland, Maine.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
excellent.
You got the Turk camera going now, not the full view coming down.
Yeah. We're actually working on our setup. We've got the little mics and
Yeah.
we got a little
Sounding
channel
good.
to work, so
Yeah.
Thanks. We're working on it.
Nice. That's awesome.
So are you guys home now? No, right? You're up in
We're just outside of Boston, south of Boston.
Oh, nice.
And right on the beach right now. We
Yeah.
were talking with Doug and Fred earlier, and the waves were crashing pretty good, so we had to let them go.
Yeah.
Oh, you're my favorite
Right,
bagel
right.
neck of the woods.
Now.
Yeah.
Am I right in saying that you're in a travel trailer?
We are.
You got it.
Okay,
Ah.
I thought I recognized those travel trailer shades there behind you.
Oh, yeah. These
Yeah,
lovely
you got it.
shades.
Well, they all I guess they buy the shades all from the same place. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Cheaper us.
Yeah, exactly. There's 2 types. There's the roller shades and these.
Yeah.
And whatever you get's what you
Little
get.
bifocals.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
They're 30 miles east of me. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Oh,
nice.
So what are you guys sipping on right now?
Well, that's
I-
what Katie's got.
Oh, Bull Run. Okay.
Oh,
The
14.
Ted finish.
Ah.
14.
Oh.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So I've currently got Mattingly, but this is what I'm going to pour next.
Oh,
Extravaganza.
Extravaganza.
interesting.
Oh, it's Courvoisier.
Oh, wow.
Haven't heard of that.
So I saw it at a
Ooh,
local
this is very
store
good.
here, and it's Scotch that is this contract distilled. They take it and they ship it across the channel to France. They age it in caves and then finish it in sherry.
Wow.
Well,
And then
all
bottle it
right
at
then.
100 proof.
Wow. I want some of that.
It's
Holy crap.
weird and good, man. I was very, very
I
happy with
bet.
it.
Is the
That
bottle
sounds
square?
wonderful.
Yeah, well,
It's
kind of.
Trapezoid.
diamond, I would call it, but
Diamond
it's kind of a
shape.
square.
Okay.
It's how they have the label on it.
Yeah, I was going
Yeah.
to say it's more pronounced because they wrap the label around the bend.
Correct.
Yeah,
That sounds
yeah.
wonderful. It really does.
I just like the one part of that story is the fact that they age it in caves.
Yeah. Well, hey, in a cave you have a straight climate 24/7, 365.
I know it's not something you hear every day. It's like
no, heck no.
I think caves beat boats, but whatever.
You age cheese in caves and wine.
Right.
Why not ask whiskey?
We usually have our bears in caves. That's about it.
Have some drunk bears.
You crazy Canadians.
Also, cheers, other Mark. How we doing, buddy? Northwest Bourbon. Good to see you.
Yep. Other Mark. Us Marks are good folks.
So, do you guys know the distillery that I mean, is it a original? Is it a source distillery for the Scotch?
Yeah, I think everything they put out is sourced.
Oh, so they're just a blender?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean,
kind of.
Yeah, that's fine.
So it's Meldrum House.
I mean, heck, look at Compass Box. They're just a blender, but they have really tasty stuff.
I mean, we were just talking about how good Fraley is, right? All she does is
Oh yeah,
yeah,
she does. She's phenomenal.
Blending means a lot.
Yep.
That's why I like Douglas Lang scotches.
Oh,
Douglas
okay.
Langs are awesome. Like I have not found a bad one.
They had
I'm
one
still-
other of those.
I'm
Didn't
still
they?
dipping the toe off into the Scotch.
I just picked up their new one.
Same
It's
here.
called Beastie Meets the Beast, 13-year, actually an age stated one.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got a
Because they
bottle
have
of Wee
Meet the
Beastie in there
Beast,
now.
and they have Beastie. This one's Beastie Meets the Beast.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I have that coming. Well, probably another week and a half, mind you, from Alberta. But
So far from dipping the toe off into the Scotch, Lafroig is off the chart. I like the Highlands, and then I like a few of the Speyside stuff. Your very less peated stuff. Most of that kind of Scotch I can deal with. Lafroig will with all that amount of peat, and the medicinal Band-Aid and all that notes. I'm like, Lacheg. Oh, it's just too much for me. Ardbeg I have not tried yet.
well, Ardbeg's more of a
join the cold, Mark.
meaty peat.
No, I'm not. I'm probably not going to join the cold. I mean, I'm an old Kentucky boy, so bourbon and that's more along my normal palate.
There you go.
But I have delved off into some of the Scotch, and some of it's good, like Highland Park 12, Dalfini 12. Shoot, I can't remember what else now. But then some of the Irish as well. I like Green Spot and some of that. But
Well, like
I'm
some-
still more of your whiskey. My whiskey is Makers and Four Roses, all that kind of stuff. Wild Turkey, love Wild Turkey.
I mean, there's Brooklotic stuff you could find
Brooklotic?
non-peated, like Bear Barley. You could buy
Classic
Glenfiddich.
Classic Laddie, yeah.
Yeah, I've got a bottle of Classic Laddie. It's quite decent. It's still got a hint of peach in it, kind of like the Highland Park does. It's got just that little hint, but
Classic
different.
Laddie?
Yeah, the Classic Laddie.
Very little.
Yeah, because I drink
any at all. It's-
Octomore, so I can't even. I wouldn't never.
Oh
get
well,
that
God,
peat in
yeah, yeah, that's not even close.
that. I don't get peat in that, and the other
Yeah, I
one.
mean,
Yeah,
there
it's
are
like comparing that to
Brulati
the
expressions, there's
Lechic.
nothing like that.
The 10-year Lechic. No, that's for me. That's just way too peaty. I can't handle it.
No, I'm not getting into the new.
I got a
new,
bottle of the,
Octomore, so no more,
the-
no more paying $300 and something for Octomores. No
Oh
more.
heck no. I know I don't like peat that well,
No,
so there's no
Octomore.
sense of me paying that kind of bottle.
No, I wouldn't send them that way.
No, I'm not gonna buy that just so I can give it to somebody else. That's
Yeah.
what I did with the Freud 10. I got that. I had 2 drams out of that, and I'm like, I cannot drink this. It's not my palate. I cannot do it. I give it to my brother. Here you go, bro. I got this. See if you like it. He tried it, and he's like, oh my God. So I'm like, give it to somebody you like, whatever. Get rid of it. I don't want it. I don't want to pour it
Somebody you
out,
don't like.
because it's a good whiskey and
Yeah.
stuff for certain palates, but not my palate. I couldn't handle it. I just, maybe I haven't ascended on my whiskey journey well enough to where I
No,
can
not everybody
appreciate
likes
that.
peat. Not everybody likes peat.
Yeah.
Scott, not all
But-
Scotch drinkers like peat.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even that, Alex. Like, I mean, I like peat, and I do not like Lefroy. Like the way that their peat is a very specific kind of peat, and I do not like their take on peat.
Have you tried Ardbeg though? That's a whole different peat too.
That's what I mean. So I love the Ardbeg line. I haven't had one I didn't like, but
that's because you like barbecued meat.
Exactly.
Oh, good stuff.
Smoked meats, delicious.
And for me, it's
I bought a bottle of the Balcones peated because I'm thinking, okay, it's Waco, Texas, and they're going to put some peat in it. How peaty could it be? Come on now. You know, I was completely wrong. Completely wrong. It's like Lefroy. Honest to God, it's like a single malt Lefroy. It's just, oh my God, slaps you all upside the face. I'm like, okay, I'm giving it to Malt Miser. I'm shipping him the rest of the bottle. I don't want none of it. Sorry. Hey, there you go, son. Take it away from me.
Cheers, James Taylor, and cheers to the Mashville. What's up, fellas? How we doing?
You want slapped in the face the first time I tried to knock one. I was like, who dumped an ashtray in my scotch?
Well, that's like when I tried Lefroy. I'm like, okay, this tastes like you had a Band-Aid on a wound that you soaked in mercurochrome, and then you set it on threw it in a beach fire and put it out with salt water.
You're making our mouth water right now.
Pretty much.
You're
not my
making
cup of tea.
You're not far off. You're really not.
So
that's what it tastes like to me. I mean, granted, I have the crappy palate because I've smoked cigarettes for 30 plus years, plus cigars occasionally as well. So my palate is not the best, and neither is my nose. But still, I'm like, oh my God, how can people like this? But hey, everybody to each their own.
So Mark, I don't know if you saw this coming from Sure Kitty, but I always trust him. Like, we've had many Scotch discussions. So he's saying if you like Highland Scotch, try this list here. So
okay, I didn't see that.
Maybe
he has
something to check
the
out
most
there.
knowledge of
Highland
Scotch.
Scotch. Deanston, Enoch, Kleinish, and Glencairn.
Yeah.
Okay. I like Deanston. I haven't tried the other three. I have tried Glengoyce, I believe it was. What is it? Something like that. There's so many dang Scottish stuff though. Glen something or another. But
that narrows it down.
Yeah.
I've got a bottle of Dalmore 12. It's
Glendronach.
quite tasty. Glendronach. There you go. I've had a bottle of the Dalmore's quite decent. Kilcore sent me a sample of that, and I tried it. I'm like, oh, this is pretty dang good. I went out and bought me a bottle of that because I could find it local. And then I tried a few of the other ones, but it's different. Scotch is different.
See what you started, Ethan? Now we're all talking about Scotch.
Well, I got a bottle in there of
underwater.
This is always how this goes. Like if Alex is on, we're going to eventually talk about Scotch. That's
I mean, you got Alex, you got me. You're gonna get there eventually.
Yeah, you got heavy Scotch on this side. Yeah.
And I mean,
okay, hang on.
I'm good with it.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab up a different bottle.
I'm surprised you haven't brought out Kilchoman, Alex.
I know. I'm also surprised.
It's all sits right there, all by my hands. Just
within reach.
It's within reach. Yeah.
Kilchoman. So now, for somebody that wants to get into peated, that eases their way in. Kilchoman's a good way. It's only like 50 ppm. It's a light peat.
Well,
it's quite noticeable.
Lochgorn is delicious.
Yeah. Oh, Lochgorn's one of the only ones I don't have. That's sadly. It doesn't. It's like it pops up in Alberta, and then all of a sudden it's gone. And it's like, although I almost bought. So they have Machir Bay, cast strength, and as soon as I seen it, I was gonna buy it. It was gone. It was, but I've never seen the on-shelf offerings in cast strength before.
Okay, here you go, Alex.
Single barrel, the single cask picks are mostly what I have.
Oh, there we go.
Centauri World Whiskey.
Okay.
Oh, Centauri.
Ah, that's interesting. So that's literally the literal global kitchen sink of whiskey.
Exactly.
Okay, then.
It's all 5 different distilleries that Centauri has. This is actually from Japan.
Just hold it there. I'm reading that right now. Hold on.
You can read all that? Oh my God.
Yeah, right.
Good luck with that. I can't read any of that.
You can read that.
Nope.
Yeah, I can read 15.
I mean, I never read good, but I definitely can't read that.
But yeah, this is
So they blended Suntory, Beam, and Kilbeggan, and whatever the other two are. That's the story.
Irish, a Scotch, American, Canadian, and Japanese.
Really?
It's 5 different distilleries that Suntory owns, and they blended all 5 of the different distilleries. So Jim Beam, as the American, and then I'm not sure who the Scotch and Irish and the Canadian is, and the Japanese. But it's those, and it's got this kind of odd shaped bottle.
The Irish is Kilbeggan.
The
Scotch is Christ, that's gonna annoy me. I should know that.
It smells like a Scotch. It smells like an unpeated Scotch.
I think it's a Highland.
That's kind of like
that
that bottle that they have.
It's
that's
super
not
light.
very good. The Suntory Beam has that. It's not very good.
Legion?
What's that?
Legion, right?
Yeah, that's it. It's not amazing by any means. I mean, you can have a pour of it, but it's like.
It actually tastes like.
I don't think
I feel like Sugar Kitty has nailed how I feel about Lafroig. It's
oh God, they own
Canadian
Canadian. They blended Canadian Club in there. Ugh.
Yeah, I think it's just aged in like murky seawater. That's what it tastes like. So.
There you go.
Interesting.
Jim, it actually tastes like a light Scotch with Redbreast 12.
Woods.
Huh. That's interesting because I'm looking at their profile, and the only 2 Scotches I see listed are both Islas.
Yeah.
One of them is Bamore, and the other one is Lafroig.
Wow.
So in all likelihood,
peat.
it's probably Bamore.
Yeah, there's definitely no peat in it.
Yeah,
at least none that I can detect.
I would agree with Woods, man. Ardbeg Oogie is just it's brisket. It's freaking brisket.
Brisket in a bottle. Okay.
You're talking about
I'm gonna have to try
pour it. Shut up.
I'll have to go ahead and break down, buy me a bottle of that, and try it out.
I will warn you, Mark. It's very peaty. It's not lightly peated. It's gonna punch you in the face, but it's good.
Is it that earthy kind of the medicinal peat?
I don't think so. No. So
I mean, because if it's more of an earthy kind of a peat, like burnt-in brisket or something like that, I'd be down with that.
I mean, that's the way my palate perceives it. Like I said, I agree with Woods. Yeah.
Well, then for a measly $250, you can get yourself an Octomore 12.2, and you'd love it.
I highly doubt it for some reason.
A bargain.
Yeah. What a bargain.
The 12.2, the 12s actually to me taste like barbecue smoke. Peat over.
Well, heck,
like
I could go out to the pit and fire that thing up for $5. So,
I do love meat in the mouth. I will stand by that statement.
The Canadians probably Alberta distillers because they own them. So it's not specifically Canadian Club; it's Alberta distillers, which actually is not very.
It's the United Nations of whiskey.
Yeah, pretty much.
There you go.
So you know what? I take it back. Now, if for some reason they didn't list these on their website, but if I look at Wikipedia, there's a bunch of other brands listed: Ardmore, Auchentoshan, Glengarry, and then there's a couple of blends which we're going to ignore. So it's probably either Ardmore, Auchentoshan, or Glengarry. I doubt it's the peated ones.
Alex, do you not have a Kilchoman? Because I feel like you do.
What?
Oh, I'm behind in chat. I understand. Never mind.
This is like Katie just said because I got about 11 of them.
Yeah, never mind. Forget what. So, Katie, Ethan, you mentioned that you're upgrading your equipment. Does that mean that there's potentially content coming?
Yeah, there is. So our channel is going to be called Drifting Drams because we travel, right?
Right.
And so we've got one video already out there that's just I want to say it's shameful, but I feel like everybody says it about their first video. This one actually is shameful. But like
have you seen my first video? Your first I've seen your first video. Yours is way better.
That's right. I sent it to you. That's right.
Wrong focus.
And then we just did one today of a flight that we got from Jeff Wack, and so we recorded that today. So
cool.
Yep.
Okay. Very nice.
Yeah.
So,
Eventually.
Sean, what do you want then? I got 10s, 11s, 9s, 12s, 14s.
Dreams.
Give me
a
11
number.
or 14.
What's the baller bottle, Alex? Let's go for that.
Go for
That
the
would be
bougie, the
probably
bougie bottle.
14, the 14s, because you're not going to get too many 14s of cologne.
Okay.
Okay.
They're only like 5 and 6 year old usually whiskeys, but they have their single casks are like old.
Oh wow.
I don't know why. Like I don't know nothing else about it. Like I got the 14. It's bourbon cask 14.
Yep.
Huh.
It
Wow.
doesn't focus
Single cask
well because
cologne.
my camera sucks on cologne bottles. But
Big pick.
To be fair, you're spending your money in the right place, Alex, on whiskey. So it's okay.
yeah, tell my wife that.
Well, y'all have a new place, right? So she can't say that too much anymore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We got a new house. We're good.
Yeah, you got her a house, so
I'm going to. I'm spending some good money just to get down to South Carolina, but it's going to be fun. I've never got to meet anybody, so.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Well, if you head down here to Texas, let me know.
But thank goodness Slapshot's going to be down there because then I'm not going to be the only short man. Everybody else.
Now
is
I
like,
have to show up. We need some more giants around.
Yeah, that's what I need.
Honestly, I'm not even that tall. Like Ethan is way taller than me.
Yeah, but
like
I'm 5 foot-
generally,
I'm 5 foot
generally,
five.
I'm
Sean,
the
how
tallest
tall are
person
you?
in the room, but not when Ethan's
I'm
around.
5'7" myself.
Sean, how tall are you?
So I'm 6'3".
6'3". Okay.
I'm 6'3".
He's 6'6".
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
So he's like a
Ethan's
foot-
6'6".
Yeah.
I'm a bear.
Holy crap!
So
Yeah,
basically-
giant. Yeah.
Basically, in pictures, I'll be like right at your belly buttons. Thanks.
It'll be good. I'll hug your
Yeah,
head.
I'm only
That's right.
6
Yeah, I
foot.
just put my arm around your head. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me stand on
I'm
a bar
5'5".
stool.
I'm 5'5". I'm like a midget compared to you guys.
Oh, Coloman. There, you guys happy? I got Coloman in my glass now.
So Slapshot loves Lefroy. Good on you, buddy. If I had the bottle that I hated, which is long gone, I would have sent it to you. Because I just kind of like twisted my
happening,
way
Greg.
through it. But,
Oh, that hurts, man. Cheers, Big Vic.
yeah, I'm way behind in chat. Let me. I'm sorry, folks. I'm going to skip some comments and skip down to that because I'm way behind. I apologize. What I don't even know what the context of this comment was, but I'm going to read it anyway. Half a pack of Marlboros and 3 bong hits. No, it's not. Yeah, sure.
I think it's talking about Lefroy or
Rolling
something.
to me.
Probably. Yeah, it's probably more like the bong water than the bong hits. But anyway,
Oh man.
Sounds like a good time, is what I see.
I'll
it's
pass on that.
distilled bong water. That's what Lefroy is.
That's like
Anyway,
Eric's
well.
office.
No, I think I've had bong water was better than Lefroy.
Lefroy grows on you. Yes,
Pretty
literally, it grows on you like fungus, probably.
I see Dalmore in the chat. I'm not going to say anything.
Cheers from Germany. What's up, man? Hey, welcome to the chat. I believe first time,
Oh.
correct? I feel
Dalmore
like it.
18. I've not tried that.
Oh,
Corey.
hey, cheers.
Welcome.
Is it Parzilla? Am I saying it right? Hopefully so. Probably not.
Parzival.
But anyway, cheers, buddy.
Parzival.
Yeah,
Parzival.
yeah, it's Parzival.
Parzival?
Parzival.
Jim is probably right. I'm definitely probably wrong.
Oh, Jim
Hey,
reads
Johnny
email every
glasses.
day. Just kidding.
Also, Vic, what's up, man? Cheers to you, buddy.
Scotch is Scotch.
Troy might
Yeah, I'm
have
sporting the Big Vic shirt.
warm
tonight.
water
Just
in it.
got it in
Okay, well,
yesterday,
there you
so-
go. We were thinking alike there, AZ. Like that T-shirt, T-Rob.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's weird what a small
let's
shirt
go,
will do to a body.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's the shirt. It's definitely the
Shirt
shirt.
shop in
Yeah.
Taqueria. Okay, I like
Definitely
that
the
shirt.
shirt.
I have to get one of those.
Right.
I need to get that shirt as well, so I look like I'm in shape.
Yeah, I'm sure Big
Yeah, but
Big
see-
Big sent him the extra large, and it still doesn't fit.
Yeah, but you see, you guys, when I buy those shirts
my,
and put them on, I am
2X.
odd shape. I'm a round.
2X, and it still doesn't fit. Wow.
I'm a circle, more of an egg, or pear.
Well, when your arms are the size of my legs,
Odd message.
like Slapshot was saying, yesterday, I guarantee your arms are bigger than mine. It probably bigger than my thighs.
Yeah. Tim is one of the most fit people on the whiskey tube. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I get bored if I'm not at the gym. So
yeah, I like how he.
I went to the gym back in 90.
Yeah, so what was the year I got married? Because that was the last year I went to the gym.
91, possibly at the latest.
Jordan.
I find it funny when T-Rob messages us when we're all sitting here drinking. He said, "Yeah, I'll come join you guys once I get out of the gym." Like, oh.
Yeah, I'm usually.
What are you gonna drink? Water.
That's it. I tell them take a drink from me while I'm still on the exercise bike or the elliptical.
Scotch. I love scotch.
Got to get that cardio in.
It's quite tasty.
Holy wow! I don't know what to say to that one.
So, Turks, can I ask when is this video? Do we have a date set for the release so we can kind of look forward to it, or
probably once we get home?
Okay, all right.
It's definitely in the next few weeks.
Yeah, I would say like next 2 weeks because we'll be on the road for about another week and a half. I think we're going down to Sagamore next Friday, meeting some folks down there, and then we'll be making our way back home.
Yep.
Okay. And so, have you already renamed the channel then, and all that stuff?
It's the same. Okay. It's the same.
Okay.
That we sent you, Drifting Drams.
Yep.
Okay.
Can somebody post a link so I can sub?
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, can we?
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
YouTube
I'm a wrench, but I don't know what that link is. So,
T-Rob, you see your YouTube channel in the chat right there. T-Rob and the Traveling Gun Show.
The Traveling Gun Show.
Traveling Gun Show.
Is that your YouTube channel or your OnlyFans?
Yeah.
I can post Big Vic.
Yeah.
Really?
That's a whole different gun show on OnlyFans.
Yeah. It's a loaded.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone, Jim.
Yeah. He probably has a cooking channel. All he wears is just the apron.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, I saw the perfect shirt for T-Rob recently on Amazon. It was the sleeveless one, you know. It says, I flexed and my sleeves fell off.
Yeah.
There you go. No, but if a mod could drop the link for Katie and Ethan's channel,
yes, please,
that would be great. Appreciate that. Like, let's get him some
hanging AZ. Come on,
great.
Or Big Vic there.
Because T-Rob's
sure
going to be in
he's
South Carolina. I got to buy Spanx now to make myself look at least decent in urine.
Hey, John.
Hey, no worries, man. Just get down here. We'll have a good time.
Yeah.
T-Rob and the Traveling Gun Show. Yeah, exactly. For sure. And don't arm wrestle with Alex. Or with him.
I don't want to arm wrestle him like T-Rob.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I read that wrong. My apologies.
Well, Sasquatch didn't like his bottle of Connemara.
Legendary dark silky tea leaf black.
So good question. Doug's asking, are you going to the meetup, Tim?
Oh yeah, I'll be there.
Okay.
I'm only about an hour and a half from Shane, so it's just right up the road.
Whose birthday is it? Doug's or Fred's? I think Doug's.
Fred's,
is it?
Fred.
Okay.
And are the Friday at Fred boys? Are you guys going to be there as well then?
They are. They're going.
Yeah.
From what we heard,
Marty's birthday too. It's Marty's birthday as well.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to find a way to make it to this thing. Yeah. Dang it! I don't have
There's gonna be a variety of smoked meats as well.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know how I love
as well. There should be.
And this breakfast food called biscuits and gravy. Shane says so.
Yeah.
That I've never had. So.
No, you've never had biscuits and gravy?
No, I know what it is, but I've never ate it. I don't usually eat my calorie intake in a breakfast sitting.
Oh, well, really good.
I feel sorry for you, poor guy. Bless your heart.
I may be overweight, but I don't eat like I am.
Well, welcome to America.
Just save up that week, you know.
When you do get to Kentucky, get you a hot brown. That'll set you right.
I'll come back home to my wife just with meat sweats.
Perfect. Won't do that.
What have you been doing, Alex?
Shit on a single might, but you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to be.
Sit on the plane. Nobody want to sit next to me because I smell like smoke.
I would sit next to you, Alex. If you smell like smoked meat, that's like perfume to me.
I think he's doing brisket Friday night and ribs Saturday night, or vice versa.
Yeah, and then we're gonna go to some.
There you go.
Some restaurant bar or something like that for lunch.
Yeah.
Excellent. Sounds
and
good.
And we do a rum distillery.
Yeah.
Oh,
possibly.
Nice.
I've
got a bottle of
weekend.
So, quick summation of my blind. I kind of talked some crap about the Bell mead earlier because I was just like it tastes like MGP. It's the best MGP on the table. Oh, we lost the Turks. So there is that. So for $60-$65 if you still have it in your area, which I don't know if you do or not. But either way, if you can still get the 108.3 proof, then it's worth a buy.
Yeah,
it's the best of the 4 MGP-ish things I have on the table. So,
I know my local store still has a few of the bottles along with the new Nelson Brothers, and the Nelson Brothers is like $3 or $4 higher than the Bell Mead.
Really?
That's what we've seen too.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then we've still seen the old Bell Mead on the shelf, and it's like, why wouldn't you just pick up that?
Right.
Yeah, it's all over the place up here.
And we were talking about it in Trent Stream. It's like the problem with the new label is they're not being transparent on it. So at some point, they're going to start blending in their own juice.
That's right.
And
probably.
You're not going to know. No. So the profile is going to change, probably generally, or a little bit over a year, 2 years, whatever it is, until just like Willet did, it's something completely different.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're going to bring you into the new blenders profile.
Exactly. And tell you should like it and shut up.
Exactly. Either that or just, sorry, see you later. We'll find something else. There's plenty else out there to look for.
I tell you what, really, for the price, I'd rather have the Penelope barrel strength.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's $60, and it's a little higher proof. I think the last bottle I had was
like 120?
115.
So Tim, so just of the MGP stuff I've had, have you had the Doc Swinson stuff? That's some of my favorite MGP blended stuff.
Yeah.
Really like it. So I have the. What the heck do I have?
I was trying to remember. I had one of those special releases, the last one or two.
The Blenders Cut 3621, whatever the hell that means. But yeah, this was good.
Yeah,
this actually made it into my top 10 last year.
There you go.
So like the best of the MGP lot. Yeah.
Right.
So Doc Swinson's, I kind of have the same issue with them that I do as Nulu, right? They have so many different bottles and so many labels, and some of them are really good and some are not.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I have to have a specific recommendation for a bottle in order to know it's good before I walk out with it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, it's a crapshoot and wants to push money down the sink.
Like I feel the same way because like Nulu. Okay, we all know it's MGP, so don't release like 1,000 things. Like, make a few good things instead of
Well, that's what like Smoke Wagon for me was getting to. It was like every week there was a new release. I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong, but it's still like it was like every week.
But I mean, if I can get some uncut, unfiltered, I'm good with that. Don't give me anything else. I don't care.
Yeah.
I've got a couple different expressions of their stuff, but as far as that goes, the uncut, unfiltered, I'm good with that. I don't need anything else.
The only thing is the market gets flooded with all like older all the older MGP, and then there's no MGP left. Like you're going to be getting 5-year MGP.
Well, that's
Well,
like
that's
the
what all the
younger-
new is I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's going on today. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what's going on now. Is because
Now we're gonna
MCP
wait
is
10
like,
years.
oh, we're gonna keep it ourselves. We're gonna keep
Yeah.
it ourselves and release it. You know,
And-
why would we
and-
sell it to you at 10 to 14 years? We'll just
Yeah.
keep that and sell it ourselves.
And Alex, all of us down here in the South already know this, but I guess you already saw this comment. But yeah, just have a chicken fried steak for breakfast the day after your first heavy drinking. You'll be fine. You'll be fine
That's
the
right.
rest of the trip.
Yep.
That's all you need to know. That's great advice, John. Appreciate that.
Hey, chicken fried steak and a couple of eggs, you're good to go.
Yeah.
And the side of them biscuits.
See,
Drink
and
as
gravy,
much as you
know.
want. No, that's I'm not a
Side of
doctor.
pieces and gravy.
That's
There we
right.
go. Hey,
Yeah, side of
behind,
biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
Do you guys
Even better.
Do you guys eat grits too?
Oh yeah.
I do.
Yeah, on occasion.
I love grits.
I know when I went to Kentucky as a teenager, I used to play hockey down in Kentucky. Actually, it was like grits every meal. It was like
There you
weird.
go.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of a staple
Man,
here
it's
at
just-
breakfast. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have Charleston. They make some low country grits down in Charleston, yellow grits.
Yeah.
That they like shrimp and grits, and you know that's you see that a lot.
That's good
for
eating.
a dinner. Yeah, for an evening meal or a lunch.
Isn't grits like cornmeal?
It's ground
Yeah,
up corn.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's all it is.
Yeah, you throw
It's
some
just
butter
not
and
ground
salt
as
on that
fine
thing, and
as
you're good to go.
cornmeal.
Okay.
Also, I know I'm behind a little bit.
I just sorry, John Kranz. I just sprinkle my Lipitor in the gravy.
There you go.
But if everybody could go over to Drifting Drams and give them a sub, do that. Give Ethan and Katie some love.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it, y'all.
Thanks, y'all.
I'm sub now.
Sweet.
Appreciate it. So this is the next
Get
one.
the notifications on,
These
of
are so
course.
good.
Oh, I recognize that bottle. I'm trying to remember which one that is.
That is
It's
the
Starlight.
sherry.
The sherry. Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's a sherry pick.
Yep.
Oh, it's a pick. Okay.
I'm gonna eat grits. Yeah.
How are you guys liking that? Because typically, now maybe you can convert me. Typically, I'm not a huge fan of
there
bourbon
you go,
finished
John.
cherry, so maybe that's the exception. I don't know. I haven't
It's
found
not the
one.
exception. If you don't like sherry finished, you don't want this.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. Because I'm not huge like the sherry bomb scotches. That's not my thing either. I prefer more peat forward scotches. Yeah. So okay.
We'll get you a sample so you can try it for yourself, and if you like it, you like it. If not, then
The
you know
thing
you
is,
don't.
I have like a dozen samples from you guys. I haven't even opened yet because we got to do a live together.
I know
Well-
we brought ours just in case, like it happened to work out at some point, but
Well,
I think
I
it'll
mean,
be
are-
when we get back.
hey, wait a minute, Sean. Aren't we live right now? Wait a
Well,
minute.
we are, Mark. That's a good point. The problem is I'm a few pours in.
And?
my palate, I've been drinking cast strength all night.
Don't
Okay.
say your palate.
palate's
So your palate's nice and open now.
okay. Fair
Right?
enough. Let's.
I was gonna say, don't even
It's
say your
another
palate
night.
gets better when
It's
you're
another
sober. Don't even say that. I can hear that.
Okay. All right. Let's just go through some samples and give some excellent nosing and tasting notes.
There you go.
What better time than now?
This smells like scotch.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess this is a bourbon. That's my tasting note.
I think I get vanilla.
It's whiskey.
I think I get vanilla.
I got caramel and vanilla. Yep,
There you
that's
go.
Yep.
what I got.
Little brown sugar.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, maybe a little hints of oak. I'm picking up some
Yeah,
oak
yeah.
presence, which
Yeah.
was
Sweet oak.
strange. A little bit of
Yeah, and
an
once
oak
in a while you get a
presence.
banana for some reason.
It's not drying, you know.
I have yet to get that Runts banana flavor though.
Yeah, I don't get
No,
that
I have
because
not had
I do not like bananas. I don't
Yeah.
even like a banana popsicle.
No.
Yeah,
No, that kind of
except
banana. That's
for-
expensive banana.
You know, so likewise, Tim, I do not like real bananas.
Yeah.
Can't stand them. I think they're gross. The texture's weird. No.
Yeah.
Also, the shape is odd for men. Anyway, I mean, unless that's what you do with your life, in which case, whatever.
Yeah, right.
But in brown Foreman profile, the banana works. Like the brown sugar and the banana, like it. I like that together. But that's the only situation in life where I'm okay with bananas.
Well,
Otherwise,
you know what we compare it to? So that fake banana taste is penicillin. When you were a kid, you used to have to. They had liquid penicillin that was this fake banana flavor.
Well, then I just found out tonight that penicillin is delicious. That's the conclusion I've come to.
Yeah, except, and I know I've explained this before, but that fake banana flavor is not actually fake banana. What that is, and it's the same thing you get on banana runts.
No, not on Forester. So I think 1792 is more banana runts. To me, to me, Brown Foreman is more like banana bread or like if you caramelize bananas in a pan.
I like 1792, but I don't pick that up on it. I don't know.
No, I didn't either. 1792, I was like chocolate covered cherries.
Yeah,
to me.
I get bananas sometimes, but it's one of those things that sometimes I do, and most of the time I don't.
Aren't humans weird?
I was thinking that earlier before I drink all this other stuff. 1792. You know, heck, I got it around here for $26 or something.
Yeah, I buy it. It's $58 a handle.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I'm looking for the foolproof and what is it, the sweet wheat? I haven't tried those.
I got a sweet wheat. It's pretty good.
I've got the foolproof. It's good.
I want to
got
try
a sample
those.
of the sweet wheat from Ben, and I didn't care for it.
No,
I've got
I saw a bottle here, but they wanted like $58 for it or something.
This
I'm
one
like,
I haven't opened
come
yet.
on.
Single barrel.
What was that, Jim?
He's got the single barrel.
Singing.
That is my favorite single barrel in that price range.
Yeah,
I have a couple of foolproofs, and I have a foolproof, and I have a couple of single barrels, including this one that I haven't opened yet. I think it was $35.
Yeah, to me that thing
for a single barrel.
Far better than any Blanton's or I love that barrel.
We used
I've been trying to find a 12-year, but they're hard to find.
What was that, Katie?
I was saying to Jim, like we used to see those single barrels for $50, but to somebody that mentioned the 12-year, those are special.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck finding those.
Do you still see those 12s?
They're around, but I don't see them in
They
my
release
area.
them every year.
Oh yeah.
Oh, a 12-year-old. I have not seen
It's
that.
highly area dependent. In Washington, we could find them all day.
Oh wow.
Really?
Wow. Figures.
Yeah.
I know a guy in Washington.
There you go.
Mark, are you still here? The other Mark? Anyway.
Emmenecker? No.
No, Northwest.
That guy wins everything.
He wins everything.
He does.
I beat him out last night, though, didn't I, John?
Yeah, but Mark doesn't have to put money in the draw, and he still wins for some reason.
I know. That's crazy. That guy, jeez.
Oh, man.
Also, Mark, just real quickly, I feel like we need to go on a brief Texas rant. How good is Bill Austin?
Very good.
It's quite good.
Yeah.
I mean, with Nancy Fraley doing a lot of their picks and stuff, especially the cast strength stuff, it's awesome. It really is. I'm surprised that it tastes as good as it does with the low age statement down here in Texas.
Have you tried the rye?
I haven't tried the rye yet.
The
I've tried the
rye is
Balcones
supposed to be
rye.
out
It's
now,
quite
right?
good.
Yeah,
yes, just came out. I have the Andalusia stuff. They just came out with a 4-year BIB, and it's quite good.
I've heard it was
dark. It's dark, but it doesn't have that over oaked flavor to it, So that I'm happy about that with them. But their stuff it's not like your normal, whiskeys or bourbons. Andalusia is more your single malt type
Shrimp
stuff.
Okay.
It's different. It's got a different flavor and profile to it.
Okay.
The Balcones stuff, they have their own kind of a malt funk to it. I don't know what it is, but almost all the Balcones across the whole freaking line. I mean, if you go from their True Blue to the rye to the bourbons, to the single malt, there's a little funk to it. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but
do they run a malt in all their offerings? Like what's their
no.
What's their what's it called?
Nashville.
Yeah.
They don't have a normal,
No, but do they have a common denominator in all those mash
whiskey?
Their Rick House. That's
Yeah, it's got to be the Rick House where they're storing it. Other than that, man, it's just the climate down here.
Well, that stuff looks like liquid chocolate, and like it's like
a lot of
black
stuff
coffee.
any kind of age statement down here is it's dark. It really is,
I mean,
because
you can do an age statement of
our-
4 weeks and it looks darker than
the climate here.
Like
A lot of
5-year
our
Scotch, no
time,
joke.
it's we have like a 30-degree temperature difference from the morning to the evening.
Oh yeah.
In the morning it may be 90 degrees, and by the or say 60 degrees, and then by the afternoon it's 95.
And that's a good day.
That's low. But we have a 30-degree difference temperature change all the time right here. So everything's going in and out of the barrel, just boom, 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 like that, quick. So unless they have it like halfway underground, or they age it in like used barrels or something, it's going to give a lot of barrel influence quickly.
Like this here, for instance, that's light compared to what you're talking about, and this is 28 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's Bruichladdich?
That's Bruichladdich, 28-year-old. It's a independent distiller.
Okay.
It's
We found a 15-year one that was in Texas.
Boutique Y whiskey company.
I bet that's wonderful.
I'm going to grab this different one that I got.
That's what I find funny. I mean, I understand temperature change, but like in Texas, for Pete's sake, like you can go 4 weeks and be darker than a 40-year-old Canadian whiskey.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I got a Balcones rum that I won from the Rocket Review. It looks like motor oil in the bottle. It's so dark.
Oh my god.
Also, the funkiest goddamn thing I've ever drank.
I'm sure it's molasses out the wazoo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like flavor wise.
Big Head Bourbon gets banana on it.
It was finished in a French oak barrel.
Ah.
Ooh.
Sure, Kitty. Cheers, buddy. I know I'm a little behind. Hopefully you're still here seeing this.
Cheers, man.
Have a good night.
I do like you were talking about sherry earlier. I do like sherry myself. Like I do. That's why I have the old sherries. Like me and Whack bought out like 4 or 5 of them each. But they, I do like that.
Anthony,
profile.
my dude.
Like a sherry. Do I have any sherry scotches? I must.
Okay, here you go.
I don't even know.
Balcones.
Oloroso. Oloroso's a sherry, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Oloroso.
53% aged at least 24 months.
Oh, cousin Eddie. Cheers.
God damn.
Yeah.
Any longer and it would be syrup.
Yeah. Good gracious, that's dark.
That bottle is epic.
It's tasty.
Yeah.
It's really good. I mean, you would think that you get a lot of the new notes and whatnot like that off it, like it's going to taste really young or stuff, but it really doesn't.
Wow.
It's
Mark, are we drinking
surprising.
Texas whiskey now?
That independent distiller that I just showed you actually has Balcones bottles too. Not like Balcones juice, not bottles.
Okay.
They have like 4 or 5 year Balcones whiskey. I don't know which ones. I just happened to see. But they also I was just on Instagram. They have 30-year-old what is it? 30 and 40-year-old picks right now too. And I'm trying to think what they were.
I'm telling you, single malt is what's going to be coming on as far as in the U.S. market now.
I can't spend money right now though. I can't.
You can, Alex. You can
Well, this is like a $65 bottle.
No, to go out of
Maybe
town,
60.
I understand I'm going to spend money when I'm probably down there, and I don't.
True.
So how are you going to get them home? Are you going to just fly them home?
So if I end up with a little bit more than I should, which I shouldn't, I will ship them to my PO box in Minnesota. I think. Because I'm not using my cousin anymore. I have a box. It's a PO box, but it's a company that like you can send pallets to, and they'll.
It's a freight forwarder.
Yeah. So
what? They just wait till they have a pallet of stuff they can ship to you.
Yeah, I'm not Chris and Lil here.
So do you still have to pay the crazy taxes then when you go pick them up?
So if I
oh man,
now if I do 48 hours, I don't have to pay anything on the bottle. But then I have to. But if I don't, then it's duties and taxes, which is usually about $30. But then the 139% markup Ontario fee.
Dang.
I pay, like, say a $50 bottle. I pay almost $65 on top of that bottle.
Wow.
It's stupid.
I'm so sorry for you.
But so Marty's bringing me an old elk that I won on his show a while ago. But Shane got me a gold spot. I'm looking forward to that one.
Wow, as you go.
Oh, wow.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
I have to try that one eventually.
That's a great pour.
Well, I was trying to figure out like if we could send some samples to Shane or to like Doug to bring y'all, because like we picked up the single barrel from Found North.
Oh,
nice.
That was
Awesome.
gone. That was gone like minutes.
That is a fantastic bottle.
It is. It's wonderful. So
Maple
I'll
syrup.
try to either get samples to Doug or try to get Shane's address and send him samples. That way you can bring them back like
That'd be
small,
awesome.
right?
I mean, I could put his address in the private chat because I sent him caramels. Yeah, get him Macintosh caramels.
Yeah, I mean, I know Ethan and I message him back and forth. So either way.
Either way, yeah.
Yeah, I've got him on WhatsApp. I'll hit him up.
But yeah,
So
I sent him some 19-year-old Canadian whiskeys here from Ontario, and then I sent him about 15 caramel bars there, those Macintosh caramels. I guess you guys can't get them in the U.S.
Nope.
Oh, I probably got a cousin in the UP that can get them.
Never been into one.
He's a Uper.
So, have any of you guys heard of the Bourbon Note, an up and coming whiskey tube channel?
No.
I think I've seen them in passing somewhere.
Good
Peter White
dudes over there. Yeah. Go ahead, Alex. You were saying.
No, sorry. I just seen Peter White. He's another Canadian. I just said to cheers him.
Oh, okay.
KGBO.
Oh, Peter.
Yeah. No. So those guys, they sent me a bunch of samples, just like because. Yeah,
Nice.
which was awesome, and sent me a cup, and then we've been just kind of chatting back and forth. Been on a couple of lives with them. Good dudes. I'm just going to throw their link up. Let's see here, right there. Yeah, so you guys check them out. Show them some love. Greg and Ben over there, good dudes. Yeah,
perfect.
And they're a smaller channel, like all the channels on here. So support each other. So
thank you, sir. I'm sub now.
Yep.
Sub.
Got it.
Always looking for new content.
There you go.
And they're pretty funny as well, which is good. And
Excellent.
unlike me, they do short lives, which in some cases is good. We do long form here, but we don't all have 3-4 hours to sit and watch somebody talk all the time. So I appreciate you guys that do, but sometimes a good 30 minutes to an hour live is good. So they kind of do shorter lives, and so
Whack and Darrell and them, they do an hour. It works out well for them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Unless like Matthew
hour
Drum's
to
not going on.
is typical. And that's cool.
So, Sean, if you could ever get a Found North, get yourself a Found North. I have batch 4. I missed out on this one because it was in my spam email. By the time I got it,
We'll make sure to get you some samples, Sean.
Oh, that'd be
That
awesome.
way we can do like Found North.
We've got all of them but 3.
All but 3 is what we have.
I only have batch 4.
I won't say no.
So, what's his name?
I have one in the single barrel.
The one guy that's part of that company, he was on, I think it was Master Joe, or he's on Scotty's channel, one of the two.
Yeah, Bourbon Journey.
And anyhow, I said to him, if you can convince me that a Canadian to drink Canadian whiskey, I said that I'll be a customer forever. He told me, if I don't, he says I'll refund your money.
Wow.
Well.
Oh, big words, son. Big words. Come on.
Oh, this stuff is good. This stuff is good, man.
Yeah, that's Nick, and Nick is legit. He like they have like a founder's email address or something, and it's either Nick or his brother, the 2 founders, who respond. And he said they respond to everything.
Yeah,
I've seen him a couple of times. He's as genuine as they come. He's actually also very entertaining. Now the downside is he is a talker.
Yeah.
Don't ever think you're going to get away with a 10-minute conversation, but he is a good dude, and they are blending great whiskey.
Yeah,
Excellent,
they're good.
Cool.
I mean, You got to look at a price. There's a price to them, but they're very, very good.
Absolutely.
But you got to think about
But
it.
it's
Like
older stuff.
batch 4 is 18 years old.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
you know,
18? Holy crap.
And
Yeah.
this one is 12, 17, and 19.
19, 12, and 21, and it was 100 plus shipping.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
And it
that is a
was another
fantastic bottle.
8 months in new
It is,
American
Jim.
oak.
Yeah, this is
Wow.
a fantastic bottle.
yeah,
Mash and Journey's supposed to get a couple, at least one, if
Yeah.
not two.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So on
I've
this,
seen that.
they did an 18 batch blend, and each 18 barrel blend, sorry, and each barrel is getting a different finish.
Nice.
So that's their
Hmm.
single barrel.
Cool.
Okay. Sounds interesting.
So
yeah, it's a different way of the single barrels. So, but I mean, they produce good whiskey though. I mean, it's Canadian. Is it all Canadian though? They always use.
It's all Canadian.
Yeah.
Yo,
You would never tell that's Canadian though.
they
Well, I
again,
mean,
it's blending.
I can tell.
I don't know.
I don't know. Well,
Well,
so
no,
I
they're.
say this one tastes like Canada to me because it's maple syrup.
What do we taste
Oh,
like?
yeah.
What do we taste like up here? Just want to know.
Maple syrup, Alex. That's what it tastes like.
Like
hint
chocolate
of moose.
spores,
There's a hint of moose
citrus.
in there.
Yeah.
And
Maple
it's-
syrup and
it's-
Crown Royal.
It's got layers, for sure.
Yeah.
Tastes like maple syrup and Crown
Skunk and
Royal.
beaver. What the hell? It's like-
Gravy fries.
Can you bottle
Oh.
Mounties? Is that legal? I don't know.
yeah. Boy, do I ever get a nose of poutine?
Oh, wait a minute. This smells like disco fries.
Gravy and curds? What the hell?
Yummy.
Poutine riding on a moose with a big hat.
Yeah. You know what?
Yeah, mule.
You know what? So you know how you see the moose logo that Chris designed for me?
Yeah.
I would love to talk to DC to do when Putin's on that what is he on? Like he's riding that with no shirt on
Oh yeah, riding the horse.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would like to be riding a moose with no shirt, just like that same look.
Nobody wants to see that.
Even better.
Oh.
It doesn't have to be my real body, man.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, we'll give you T Rob's body. There you go.
There you go.
We'll put your head on T Rob's body, riding a moose. It's perfect.
There you go.
It's perfect.
There we go.
I love it.
Like,
I'll buy
work
2
up-
bottles of that.
but moose.
We'll work up the rough draft at Shane's.
Yeah. With a moose. We can do it. It can happen.
Yeah.
So Turks, you guys have offered me many samples tonight, and I appreciate that very much. The problem is I always feel bad unless I can reciprocate. So how are you guys on Texas whiskey? What is your love level for Texas whiskey?
We haven't honestly tried many. We got an early batch of Balcones, the True Blue, and
Okay.
we've had an Iron Root that was,
Yeah.
and we love Still Austin. So
Yeah.
Okay.
and
Still
we tried
Austin's
some
awesome.
of the Eleanor. A friend of ours
Yep.
got a couple of the batches of the Eleanor, and they were phenomenal.
I've got 3 or 4 batches of Eleanor, and the
Well,
single mom, and then what else? Sloppy Poncho. I've got a bottle of that. But I'm a whiskey tribe person. You know, I subscribe to them. I'm a Patreon for theirs, so whenever they release stuff, I'm like all on it. And I'm actually only about 20 minutes from Fang and Feather, which is Crowded Barrel Distillery.
Cool.
Yeah.
So it's just right down the street from me, basically. And I love a lot of their stuff. They put out some really tasty stuff.
Mark, we may have to talk more.
All right, so you need me to send you some Eleanor and some okay, no problem. I got you. I'll hook you
that
up.
Eleanor is something special.
I mean,
though.
I think I think me and Mark have already talked about 5 bottles, but I think the list is increasing.
No worries. But yeah, Eleanor, yeah, it's actually most of the time it's an MGP juice that they age down here in Texas. and they age it in their own barrels. And the cool thing about it is the Patreons, we get to decide what they age it in and how long they age it, and all this kind of stuff. So it's really neat that way because they're a crowdsourced distillery.
Yeah,
and they're completely different than everybody else that's around. They're making they just recently redistilled 15-year-old MGP because they had it down here in Texas and they aged it in some barrels, and then it got over oaked, and they're like, "Oh, this is horrible. We let it go too long. We need to do something else with it. What do y'all want to do? We want to redistill it? You want to dump it? What do you want to do?" And we're like, "Fuck yeah, redistill that shit. And it's got to be better." And then they did, and they're like, "Holy crap, this is awesome." So, I'm waiting to get a bottle of that stuff.
So it's like double distilled 15-year MGP.
Exactly.
So
who the hell does that shit?
I'm not that educated in whiskey, but what would it lose? Would it just lose more proof?
No, you lose some of the a little bit of
it
the
all depends on where they do the cuts,
oak notes and whatnot. Yeah, because they're taking
the
the hard cut.
impurities and the heads and tails and.
Yep. Yeah, they're pretty good about that. About making the cuts and stuff. And that's one of the things I appreciate about them is they'll cut it down to just the hearts. Maybe a little bit of heads, but not much. Just the tiniest bit, and then the little tiny bit of tails too, but not enough that it's going to affect everything and make it weird, make it funky tasting, or give you that nasty headache kind of thing. Because that's where heads will do. You get too much heads, you get headache stuff, and then the tails, it tastes kind of funky and gets that.
I'm convincing myself to say it's too early for me to comment on that one. So
yeah, see, I think now since we have the Turks on, and they've been converting me slowly. So that's what a lot of the samples are. So I think that's the issue with Woodinville is they got too much of the tails in there, and there's this you know what the thing is.
Kind of wet dog taste.
Woodinville picks
wet cardboard.
I think some Woodinville picks are good. Woodinville picks.
So
sure.
That's the thing. So, like the 90 proofer was my introduction, which is their baseline stuff, and I still don't like that. But their other stuff is good. Like their cast strength picks is really good stuff. Like their double oak is good. The port finish is good. It's just that they should not release their standard release to the public. It's not a good way to
Chardonnay, right?
I have a bunch. Let me see.
Chardonnay and Petite Syrah, I think. And
they're all unopened. The ones I've tried was from Mark because me and him did a live together. But yours are still unopened. But so that's why I know about the double oak and the port. All right, so I have a Woodinville cast strength rye, which I've never had that. So I'm looking forward to that. And then also Woodinville bourbon finished with toasted applewood staves. Definitely never had that.
Oh, dang.
Sounds yummy.
Let me grab more and two at a time. All right, so then we got Woodinville bourbon finished and Petite
Syrah.
The Petite Syrah.
That's it. That's the thing. Oh no, dropping bottles.
Bubble.
That time.
Woodinville bourbon finished and Chardonnay casks. Okay, that's a bull run. Woodinville bourbon finished in cognac barrels. Yeah, so all the ones that you guys sent me, I've had. So
wow.
We'll definitely do that.
I'm starting to like cognac finished.
I love cognac finished. I'm actually really interested to see how Sean feels about cognac finished, seeing as he doesn't like sherry finished.
Yeah.
So I've had a couple of different cognac.
Just dropped in. It's the bourbon note.
Hey.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Oh, yes, my dudes. What's up, guys? I don't know if this is Ben or Greg.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I'm guessing it's Ben. He's talking about Greg in the third person.
Yeah.
So
Wet dog. Yeah, that's that. Yeah. That's a tails funk, is what that is. I mean, I'm an old guy from Kentucky, and from being around the people that are what do you call them? Moonshiners. You
There
know,
you go.
that wet dog smell, and that's tails. You know, that's wet dog, and they also call it like a wet newspaper. That kind of a smell. That's way into the tails.
So Ben, here is my tasting note, and this is just on the finish of the 90 proof Woodinville. Although I can find it in other stuff, but it's more subtle. So to me, it's like this table right here, my black walnut table that I use for whiskey. I finished this myself because I'm a woodworker, and the wood stain that I put on it. If you could bottle that smell into a taste, it's wood stain.
Yeah.
It's something akin to turpentine or
varnish.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean, why don't you just crack that bottle of the cognac one and just give it a little a nosing?
I think I
do
might
it.
do
Do it.
Let me clean a glass here so we have a
because we've got.
I will pour my my 4-gate cognac. I like that.
Oh, the Saint Laurent.
The Saint Laurent.
So
it's good, man.
We've got a couple of other cognac finishes, the Saint Laurent included, that we could send your way if you do enjoy them, Sean.
Yeah,
Nice. Like the
I think you will. I think you'll like it. It's not like sherry and like no. It's
not identical, no. But to me, it's similar. But it depends on why you don't like cognac, right?
Yeah. I've never this is funny. Like I like the certain finishes, but I don't. Well, I've never drank cognac, but I've never found a wine that I enjoy.
So I've had cognac.
Merlot.
And typically, what I don't like about cognac is that it's a little bit too sweet, like candy sweet.
Right. Yeah. It's overly sweet. Yeah.
You won't get that from these finishes.
No.
Yeah. So what I don't like about sherry is what I get on sherry finish stuff is something like a sour green grape note.
Really?
I don't really care for that. And I get it almost universally on all sherry finish stuff.
I'm starting to think, Sean, you got something broken. Like it's like varnish and freaking.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Alex. There's a lot of things broken. That's a long conversation we can have elsewhere. But
yeah.
Anyway, so here we go. Woodinville finished in cognac cask. I'll just do a little bit of this because I want to save some for the live.
If you say you don't like that, then you know what? Turn off the channel, you guys.
That's it.
That's fair. That's a good call. So
I'm with you, Alex. I'm just unsubscribing based on this crap. I'm done.
Yeah, enough's enough already, Sean. For Christ's sakes.
So it's funny enough.
Doesn't even like balcones. What the hell? I'm done.
So fun transition back to the bourbon notes. So they did a video recently where Greg was picking his favorite bourbons, and Ben said before the video started, before Greg came on the video, he said if Greg picks a Basil Hayden's, I'm quitting whiskey too. And I thought that was fair. I thought that was
I can see that with Basil Hayden though. I mean, I used to like it a little bit, but then they started raising the price on it. I'm like, this is not that great a bourbon. It really isn't. It's a good
$50.
beginner bourbon, but come on now.
That's my issue with it. Exactly, Tim.
Yeah.
It would
they
be
started
fine
going
if it
with
were not $50.
Exactly.
Don't charge me $50 for an 80 proof bourbon. That's
exactly.
Even when I came out of when I had COVID and I came out of that, I didn't drink for like 2.5 weeks. I tried, I'm going to go to Basil Hayden just because I haven't touched whiskey in a long time. No, it was still flat. It was like, no, it just wasn't.
Still crap.
Yeah.
So Turks, I can tell already just from the nose, I'm going to like this. This is all the things that I like in bourbon on the nose.
My finger's on the button right now. I'm going to end it.
All right.
I'm ready to unsubscribe.
Make the most of it.
Yeah.
That is
on his keyboard.
There is something about a cognac finish that it's just like that that final touch that it works out well. Because I only have, I think.
Yeah, it's dark
two
fruit,
things, I
and
think.
caramel, and brown sugar, and like the good toasty oak notes. Not like burnt charred wood, but like this, the nice toasty, like almost like caramelized oak notes.
Sweet mature oak.
I don't have enough cognac finishes, but
that's the problem.
They're not easy to find.
And there's like this like seared kind of like plum note, like almost like you like if you toast, like put plums on a grill or something, like caramelized plums.
Dang.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, here we go.
Is there somebody doing a cognac finished pick right now? I'm trying to think.
Story time. You just dropped.
Story time.
Oh yeah, no, I got those. Yeah, I purchased those. Okay, that's what it is.
He's supposed to be sending me one bottle of that.
That's very nice.
The name of it now.
It's different, right? It changes your mind on Woodinville.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so I will say, on the finish, I can still, like, if I'm searching for it, I can still find their thing, whatever that thing is.
Yeah.
Right.
But they've done such a nice job at the finishing, and the palette is so lovely. And
hey, Marty, cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers, Marty.
Oh, we got Marty here?
Yeah.
There he is. Hey. What's up, Marty? How we doing, man? Good to see you.
Bartholomew.
No, yeah, the palette is, and even the finish is still good. I don't want to discount it. Like it's just that I, like, in my mind, I'm looking for that note.
Right.
You know, so, but it's in the background so much because of the finishing and the proof point that I don't, it's noticeable to me and probably me only. Because I have this strong hatred for the brand. Well, and it's really not even the brand now, because between you guys and Mark, like, you've really changed my mind on the Woodinville as a brand. It's just like, stop making the 90 proof. Don't take it off the market.
Yeah.
It's
there you go.
like, everything else is great. Just stop putting the 90 proof out. No,
absolutely.
Well, and like,
give us some proof. Give us at least 100 to 110, somewhere in that range. Something that's a little bit more than half water. Come on now. I don't want to pay a whole lot of money for something that's 50% water. Come on.
They have a Woodinville rye?
Yeah, the 100% rye cast strength is phenomenal.
It is.
It blows.
116 proof, 100% rye.
I'm adding it to my list for you, Alex, to send samples to Shane.
Well, I don't even have Woodinville. I haven't picked Woodinville up, but it seems like Woodinville's like one of those controversial bottles. Like, there's a lot of people that don't like Woodinville, and there's equally enough that like it. So that's why it's one of those curious bottles. Like it.
So because I have put out one of the most hated videos in all of Whiskey Tube ever. I mean, literally, when I put out my Woodinville review, people were like, I got like death threats.
What?
Like,
really?
People were so angry. But here's the thing, though. When I got into conversations with these people, and I had, like, once we got past the hate, we had like real conversations. What they always loved was the cast strength picks. No one ever loved the 90 proof. No one was ever defending the 90 proof. And that was the one I had the problem with.
And so now, you go, did you pay attention to the review?
Yeah, exactly. And so now I get why they were upset, because the cast strengths are really nice. Like, they're good expressions. So I can't hate on those. Like, those are really nice whiskeys. And this, like, it's going to be hard for me to save this for our live, if I'm being honest. This is
like in the vault.
But just that their base expression, the 90 proof, just shouldn't exist. It's just
See, in my local store, that's all they have. Is that's why I've never bought one. Yeah,
it's the same here. That's all we have.
I've heard other people say that they didn't like the base ones.
Well, I think it was after we watched your review, Sean. We were on like somebody else's stream one night, and Ethan started talking to you, and you were saying stuff about Woodinville, and he was like, "Hey, we need to send you some cast strength." And like a year later, here we go. We send you like cast strength Woodinville, and it's completely different. It's not it's
sure.
not the crap that you get with the 90 proof. Like we don't even enjoy the 90 proof.
Right.
Would it be a good cocktail whiskey? Maybe.
You would have to dump a lot of sugar on that thing to make it good.
But the price isn't right for a cocktail.
101 Wild Turkey is a good cocktail whiskey.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, somebody said it
That's a
earlier.
staple all day long.
Exactly.
The Old Forester Rye, like that's our
There you
go-to
go.
Or the
cocktail
Old
whiskey.
Forester 100 proof.
Yeah.
You know, the orange label.
And it is. But they're both great.
Yeah.
You know, and cheap enough that you anybody could afford those.
Yeah. And they got to get proof, you know.
I mean, so I just have to ask for those that have had the 90 proof, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, do you get that turpentine weird, like, wood finish note on the finish? Like,
Yeah.
Because, okay, so the reason I'm asking is because Whiskey Fancies, Karen and Chris, they loved Woodinville, and then they saw my review, and they're like, "Oh shit, it does exist. It's there. It is there." So, like, I'm just curious, like, if anybody else has picked up that whatever the thing is. It's this weird chemical, like astringent, funky note on the back end. Like, because
I've had one bottle of that, and that's all I've had. I was nice, and I'm like, oh, this is not bad, and I finished off the bottle. I'm like, I have not bottled another one since then. So if that says anything,
I would get to say, it's not that bad, and then drink the whole bottle. I've never.
Yeah.
I've had one bottle that had that same note that you're talking about, and it was a Old Scout pick.
Really?
A North Carolina 5-year store pick, and it had this awful chemical taste on the finish. I mean, it was just horrible.
Man, whoever did
I've
that
still got about
was not doing their job.
No, it was. I don't know who they picked it, but it was awful. And I had such high expectations of it, because most of that stuff's pretty good.
I almost think hearing you guys talk about these picks, because I don't get. There's no such thing as picks around me, but the thing is like it's almost like some of those stores will get like say 3 samples. They'll be like, you know what, that's good enough.
Yeah.
And then because it's gonna say pick on it, they know it's just a selling.
Yeah,
point.
somebody
They don't care
will buy
what
it,
it actually tastes like. You just know you're gonna buy it because it says pick on it, right?
Exactly.
So, maybe it's to their detriment, at least in my case. But a lot of the stores around me will sample their picks when you come in because they're trying to push it.
Yeah.
But like I drink whiskey for a living, so like if you don't do a good pick, I'm gonna know like as soon as I taste it. And like a lot of them do not do good picks. So I don't know what they're doing when they go to the okay, how can I?
I'm trying to figure
out how to word this in a way that will not be offensive.
Well,
there's a particular kind of store owner that
I get what you're saying.
That tends to, like, when you walk in and you see the person behind the counter, you're probably going to be paying more than you should be paying. I think we know what we're talking about. So these same people also do picks, and they don't do good picks because they don't know anything about whiskey. They're just trying to make money. And so they give me samples of their picks because I'm in there all the time. And I tell them this is not a good pick. Who picked this for you?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, such and such did. I'm like, okay, well, this person clearly does not drink whiskey for,
it has a terrible palate.
Exactly.
Because it'll just take it tastes like ethanol and cinnamon. Which if that's all you want, then great.
That's what you're going for.
Yeah,
thanks for nothing, Joe.
Yeah, I can totally see Sean walking in the store and saying, "Whoever did that pick should really put a blindfold on, run into traffic, and see how they go."
Get hit by a bus, please, for today.
Exactly.
It's like just straight out.
Exactly.
Put yourself out of the gene pool because you're not helping us out at all.
Don't pick
Thanks
whiskey, whatever you do.
Exactly.
No, so it's. And the thing is, these stores, they typically have a lot of money. They're usually the bigger stores in the area, at least in South Central Kentucky. So I wish that they would find people that know what they're doing in whiskey to
Absolutely.
do picks, because they do a lot. Like typically they have more picks than any other store around them.
Yeah.
So they need somebody doing good picks, and they don't. It's always ethanol and cinnamon. Every single pick they do.
Go back to what we could always say. The people that actually taste whiskey and that, like yourself or anything, you're not the market they're looking at. They're just looking at selling those cases out.
Exactly.
And because the people that are buying them are mixing those bottles. They don't care. Like, they're not.
Well, so I knew that I had messed up when I nosed it out of the shot glass, and the guy looked at me like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
You're supposed to do it as a shot. That's why I gave it to you in a shot glass.
You went, and I'm not buying anything from your store again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we got a big store that's about 30 minutes from us, and they usually, anything that is remotely considered, rare or limited or allocated, they to a ridiculous number. But then they get picks, they get ECBP picks, they get Knob Creek picks. But they are just, I had a 15-year Knob Creek pick a couple years ago. I'd been looking for one, and I walked over there, and they had 2 cases, and I'm like, damn, man, I grabbed one. It was 15 years and 2 months, and it was horrible. It was so oaky. It tasted like you dipped it an old piece of wood in some charcoal.
Man.
And I was like,
liquid tree juice.
Yeah, and I hear people just rave over them, and
that's so rough.
Yeah,
such a waste of 15-year whiskey, though. That's
it is
exactly.
And I'm like,
they got to get rid of it.
This stuff, Luckily, my local store they've got a little club that they got several guys that go pick for them, and so far all the picks I've gotten from there, but they only do about 4 or 5 a year. So it's just real limited.
Yeah. Well, that's affordable then. It's not like a Mash and Journey.
You're correct.
Yeah.
The nice thing about like Tennessee liquor stores for us is like most of the time if you go, they'll sample. They can give you a sample of whatever their picks are, or if they have like an open whiskey. And so there's one store like outside of Memphis that we go to that we went to just on a whim, and we tried their picks and we're like, man, these are solid picks. But had they not, like, we might not have picked up any of their other picks, because it's like, why would I spend?
Yeah.
And they're not over real, they might be like the 10% markup that Tennessee has on a pick, but it's normal, but we wouldn't have bought it.
Oh yeah.
Without trying it. And then we try it and we're like, all right, we're calling people like, hey, we tried this pick. Like, are you interested? That's the type of thing.
Like, you probably made the sales for that person. Like, like it's just. But that's the problem with like the bigger stores and that they're just trying to get those cases out the door, and they don't care who it's going to. They're not saying like, you know what, we got a lot of whiskey enthusiasts. We're gonna bring in.
Yeah. And they don't even sticker them or anything. They just cut the cases and set them out in the aisle.
And they say their picks.
God, what is up, my dude?
I mean, my local store, they do these little cool,
spice bomb.
There we go.
And that's a 10-year-old bullet.
Yeah,
single
that's those ones are the ones I like. I like those ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing is good right there.
Yeah.
And it was $60,
Yeah.
Really? That's expensive for a bullet.
All right, so I guess we should recap for Todd. So first, I drank from Old Granddad, and and Mark was drinking. What were you drinking? You're having a cigar.
Bell Mead.
And you're drinking Green Spot.
Well, I started out with Green Spot, yeah.
Yeah.
Then I went to Bell Mead, and then I went to AO.
Yeah.
And then now I'm on to.
And Alex came on, and then Alex was having. Alex was having what? 1920, right?
Now I did Killoman, and I'm doing Old Scout 5-year.
Right. And then I feel like Jim came on next, right?
I think so.
No, he was here before I got here.
No, he had to park his truck first.
I think Eric was here before I was, but he hasn't come back yet.
Right.
Friday at Fred's tried to join in, but they were having some technical difficulties.
I'm drinking Remus Vibe.
Yeah, they got all sideways.
Alex tried to be tech support on the fly. Good job, Alex.
I'm actually gonna hop off because Ben's live, and I told him I would make an appearance. So, John, thanks for having me on. Katie and Ethan, I will try and show up on something. I can't promise anything, but we'll see.
Yeah, if you can, please do.
Yep. Love to see you, Jim.
Yeah, love to meet you in person, Jim.
Yeah.
Cheers, Jim. Appreciate you, man.
See you, Jim. Take care.
Yeah, Jim.
Ken, what is up, buddy? Then we'll continue the recap. Also, Ken, if you want to hop on, feel free to. Love to have you on. Then Tim jumped on, and we've had mini pours since then. And so memory is right. He started with Eagle Rare, and then now we're to the Smoke Wagon. And then also the Turks have jumped on, who have sent me mini pours. One of which I just sampled, which was this Woodinville finished in cognac cask. It's 116 proof. Yeah, very good. I think that sample's going to disappear pretty quickly now that I've opened it.
Sean, my wife thought you bored me to death, so she came in to check on me because I was too quiet.
That's fair. That's fair. Good call, wife. Good call.
Where are the animals tonight? Alex,
usually I'm too loud for her because we sit here till like 3 a.m. and she's sleeping in the next room. And I'm just like, she's like, you're really loud when you drink, right? I'm like, oh my god.
It's how it goes, okay?
Yeah.
Now she's telling me I was too quiet. She had to come check on me.
No animals in the room with you tonight?
Well, I closed the door because we were all talking, and when she takes the dogs out, my big Chow Chow lab, he has this high-pitched bark like he's missing out on something. So I closed the door, and then I just left it. And usually my fat cat sits right there, and I made this little sitting area for people to come have drinks at my house whenever I have a friend. One day when I grow up. But anyhow, my cat took it over, and she just lays on that chair all the time.
Yeah.
So,
they're like
guys,
cats are plotting your death. That's all it is to it.
Oh yeah. Well, you have to put blankets on there now because it gets so full of hair. So we take the blanket off so I can sit on the chair.
There you go.
It's a good call. Good call. Guys, I'm probably going to go backstage here in another couple of minutes because, as Jim pointed out, Ben is live. I don't want to stream over him a whole lot. So if anybody wants to jump in, if anybody else wants to go back room, Ken, Todd, anybody else,
I'll fix it. I'll fix it back room.
I'll give you a couple minutes to join, and then we're gonna go back room. But I'm gonna finish up the whiskey I got in the glass. Turks, first of all, thank you for this sample. This is,
of course,
you have. So this
Cheers,
is
Katie
by far the best Woodinville thing I've had so far.
There you go.
Good.
So yeah, loving that. I'm gonna try and save some for our live.
If not, we'll send you more.
Yep.
It's not a problem. We have plenty. We're happy to share.
No, thank you guys. So really, I mean, you've sent me a ton already. So it's
you sent us a bunch. Don't discount that.
And also, I sent them something that no one else can get, which is some local moonshine, which quality is suspect, but it is
curious.
Yeah, it is local, and I know the guy that made it, so it's real.
There you go. Awesome.
So would moonshine's basically like White Dog, basically.
Yep.
Yeah, it is basically.
It's not aged.
It's just White Dog made by some redneck in the woods. Yeah,
it's just peel paint, rip the kidneys and livers out of your system for that one moment.
It has an acquired flavor.
It's just low tech White Dog.
Okay.
That's
no tactic. That's really what moonshine is. No tactic.
Exactly. Yeah.
The best old moonshine that I had was made by a man down in on Golden Pond and LBL, which is Land Between the Lakes in Kentucky. That man made some phenomenal moonshine. It was
Vic, the link is in the
chat. Put it in the
chat.
freezer, you take it like a little sip, chase it with a little bit of ice water, smooth.
There you go.
So when I was down in Kentucky, we had moonshine when I was a teenager, weirdly. But anyhow, it was like in milk cartons. like the like the
No,
plastic
mason
jug
jars.
kind of things. Like I'm surprised, but because we had parents back in the day that were like, "Hey kids, try this."
Yeah.
Freaking stuff came right out your nose. You couldn't swallow this stuff. I remember that, man. That was like crazy.
The best moonshine's made in mason jars.
There you go.
Oh yeah, well, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
They got that
wide mouth mason jar.
Just for the record, that's what mine is in. It's in a mason jar.
There you go.
Perfect.
Well, they got that garbage that they have at our LCBO. That's like apple pie.
Oh, the apple pie and
yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
it.
that's-
Yeah. Now, granted, I've done that myself. You know, I've made apple pie moonshine and like I made a wild
Sean.
berry moonshine.
Yeah,
and
peach.
Sean.
a few other ones. And
Ooh, that's got some bubbles on it there.
Yeah. So I was saying, good night, Sean.
yeah, that's about
It's like the night
110 proof.
The night Eric came on and he's like, just takes a Bucker's bottle and just chugs her back, and people were making a countdown in the chat 20 minutes later.
Yeah.
Hey Vic, are you gonna hop in, man? The link is at the top of the chat.
That's
Hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and cut out.
Oh,
I'll
Big Vic.
see you guys later. Thanks for having me tonight.
See you, Rob.
Hi, Rob.
All right, good to
Ciao.
see y'all.
Great to see you.
Cheers, Rob.
We'll see you
Good
later.
night.
Yeah,
All right,
no,
folks. Last call. Anybody want to join? And then we're gonna go back room. But first off, before we do that, thank you everybody in chat. You guys have been awesome. Appreciate you. Todd, you're awesome as always. Thank you, buddy. And Todd, I will tell you the bottle that I'm going to do for the Advent calendar very soon. I'm trying to. It's probably going to be one of the ones I get from Mark, if I'm honest. So we're trying to work that out right now. But I want to do something interesting from Texas. That's what I'm probably going to do.
So there's a nice worded sentence there by Big Vic. You got to look at it. I'm not stating it.
I'm doing other think fuckers text me the link.
Okay,
So you must
no,
be best-
I get you.
Okay.
I was gonna say a worded sentence as opposed to a numbered sentence, but no, I get you.
There is different words.
Kind of close. It's close,
All right,
close
all right.
enough.
Okay, Vic. Okay, all right. Here's the problem: is that I'm on my computer and I have to figure out how to get this link to my phone so I can text it to you. That's a lot of freaking work, but I'll do it for you because I love it. All right, give me a second. You guys keep chatting while I try and get the link to Vic.
So Turks, are you guys just on like a road whiskey tour? Is that what you're doing?
So like a month long tour. Like the whole premise was bourbon on the banks. We went up in Frankfurt, and then we decided we would chase fall colors. So we did Maryland, New York, Maine, and now we're doing Boston, Massachusetts. Then we'll do Rhode Island. Then we'll go down to Baltimore next Friday. We'll be at Sagamore next Friday with a couple people. I think Dusty Dan, maybe even Andy if he has some time to meet up with us there. And then we'll maybe meet with Jason in Columbus and then head home.
Yeah.
Nice. Excellent. When I grow up, I'm going to do that too.
Yeah.
I mean, we both work remote, so we can go wherever we want.
Yeah, I can't work remote because the place I work, which I can't speak of, has a big hole in the ground right now. We don't mobilize anywhere else.
Yeah. Well,
I can't.
Fair enough.
I work around here all the time, so
yeah.
You know, I'm on a skid steer or some other piece of equipment all the time doing stuff around here.
So where in Texas are you?
Austin, Texas.
Austin.
Okay. Oh, you're in Austin.
We have family in Houston and kind of north of Houston in the Woodlands.
We lived in Houston.
We lived in Houston, as well.
Yep. That's about 3 hours north of me.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not a bad drive.
Yeah, we've been to Austin multiple times.
Yeah, I've been to Houston and Dallas quite a few times.
Yeah. Next time we're that way, we'll let you know for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I'm actually I'm fixing to move next year. I'm going to be just a little bit south of where I'm at right now.
Okay.
Right now I'm just south of Austin. I mean, I can see the airport across the street over here is Tito's. Behind me is Circuit of the Americas.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know where I'm at then.
Yeah.
You know, the airport's just down the 5 miles from. It's a crow flies from me.
Yep.
For sure.
You can. You know
I'm
what?
fixing
You're
to
aging.
move a little bit more east of there.
You're aging yourself every time you say "as the crow flies." I'm just saying that.
So guys,
Hell, I just turned 53. I don't give a shit. I look damn good for 53 years old. I'm doing pretty good.
I'll answer you later on when I drink a little bit more.
All right, get in there, Sean. What's up?
Yeah,
Sean.
So Vic, I sent you a link if you want to hop in.
I am pretty sober considering Woods, but I want to respect Ben's time, so I don't want to run over him a whole lot. So we're going to close it down now. Thank you, everybody in chat. Appreciate you guys. You're awesome. Also, subscribe to Driftless Drams and the Bourbon Note. And so you're on Bourbon Bounty pretty often now, right, Mark?
Every Thursday, apparently.
Yeah. So there you go. So there you go. So Bourbon Bounty,
I don't know why.
Driftless Drams, Bourbon Note. Subscribe to all those great channels, as well as all the other great channels that have been in chat, like this guy right here, Big Vic's Backyard BS.
Forget it. I got it.
Big Vic, he's awesome. I love that guy.
So we're gonna shut down for tonight. If you want to hop on over to the after party, let's say, hop on over to Ben, and we'll probably see you there eventually. We're gonna chat backstage for a little while. So thank you guys, and we'll see you next Friday. We're out.
Cheers.
There you go.
Cheers, y'all.
Peace, love, and bourbon, y'all.
Cheers.